Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? We're back to solve crimes. I hope. Oh,
Hello.
I think I need to reopen a window. You're currently frozen. Oh no, there you go. I do need to open it. Hang on. Hey! Perrin just standing there, completely frozen. Sean, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas period and a lovely chill day. Perrin, do you remember what we were doing?
I do not, but
Oh, damn.
let's find out.
Let's find out. Okay, I know last time Malachite got murdered. I remember that. Also, Mikhail Internet, thank you for the follow. Let's have a look at our notebook. Hopefully that will remind us everything we can do.
Yeah. Make
Oh.
Luton say some stuff so we.
Oh,
Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe Rob Brydon's soothing, weird American accent.
Sapient
Let's just
peril
listen to the thing
comes
about the
from a
desk
plant
again.
So magical that it is totally impervious to all forms
How
of
is the sound
magic,
balance, by the way?
and
Because
so valuable
every
that
time I feel
thieves
like I
have
need to
cut
change
each
it.
other's throats to own it. Unfortunately, I
Yes,
couldn't afford a
Chat,
desk made
please
out of it,
answer.
so
I've
I
got
made
mine
do
all
with
set up
pine.
differently.
It's a nice desk, though.
Until then, though. Okay, so Malachite's been moided at the meeting with Therma that Sapphire helped
yeah.
set up.
We didn't even find that. Did we find Therma?
We didn't
No.
find Therma,
We
no.
got fucking.
We got knocked out.
What's? Yeah, and
Malachite.
Sapphire, lied again.
Sapphire lied again.
Sapphire, that's her name.
Sapphire, yeah,
That's
naturally.
oh, God.
Yeah, Sapphire lied to us yet again. Shock horror. I don't know if we can still. I think she's gone as well. I think she's vanished. Do I actually remember a character named Malachite, or am I thinking? There's a character called Malachite in both. There's also Malachite was definitely a character in this who got murdered. Busy, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How
Yay.
was Path of Pain? Did you finish it yet? Did you already manage to complete the entire goddamn thing in the last like 10 minutes?
That's
I'd believe it.
ridiculous.
I can't. How dare they? Slash Cats, thank you so much for subscribing for 14 months. That's too many. Stop it. You guys need to stop.
Fizzy is a pro gamba tunyon
Never.
for gamba.
Tunyon for Gam.
Ignore crap.
Ignore. It's the easiest way to get through my streams. Okay. This isn't helping us remember what we're doing. So we met Jasper Horst, who thinks
Oh yeah,
we have a golden
big
sword.
troll.
Big troll. He thinks we have a golden sword that. What was the guy's name who came on the boat?
Mundy.
Mundy. That was it.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, Mundy
What about
brought that.
Yeah.
Alkali was the
Alkali
dwarf.
brought us there.
Yes, Alkali is
Yeah.
an associate of Horst, because apparently everyone is an associate of Horst.
Yeah.
Mundy brought the golden sword on the ship? Is that right? And tried to put it in storage?
Was it sword?
From swords. Yes, I believe so. Okay, let's have a closer look through these cases. The Mundy case. Oh yeah, Mundy's dead. I'd forgotten that little detail.
Oh yeah, we found him hung upside
hung
down
by
by his boots.
with our rope. Just the extra galling bit of it.
Yeah, it was rude.
Tony is apparently delighted that Fizzy died. That feels a little mean, but also, you know, that's the path of pain for you. That's how they get you. We've still not seen anything of what this means, have we? 3712B.
They thought it said Azil, but
They
it was
did.
upside down. It's a the casino. We were doing stuff at the casino.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what was
talking to
there was
what's
the
his face?
security wizard guy.
Wall and
Yes, Wall and another one that began with W.
yeah,
Whist?
Wilp. I don't know, something.
Something along those lines. I think it had an I in it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think we were trying to get info out of Wall.
Yeah.
About
Oh, we have something
coin
that
or
we are
something?
supposed to. Whenever we try and use it, he's like, I don't want to just give away my hand or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was the coin, I think.
Ah,
The
yeah.
only time I saw Mundy, he was playing with this coin. A metallic flat disc with a square hole in the center. The coin had markings on one side that I couldn't read. It wasn't from any nation I'd ever heard of.
Oh, I've just remembered as well. Yeah, so I think the two leads we were thinking were the likeliest were Wall, who I think would know about the coin, or possibly the
Yeah,
no, I think he knew about the
maybe.
swords, and Malaclips, who would know about the charm. But we need to prove ourselves followers of Arata or something.
Yeah. Something like that.
Something along those lines.
So we found the envelope and it was empty.
Yes, the envelope was empty. I think we showed it to. I think we showed it to a few people. We showed it to Carlotta. I don't remember what she said about it.
Yeah.
Shall we just do the good old classic point and click adventure game thing of go and look at every person, show them every object we have, and ask them every question we can?
Yes, that will catch people up.
Yeah, that will hopefully get everyone on board with what mystery we're trying to solve. All right, let's. I was going to say let's start with Malaclips. Let's not start with Malaclips. For the love of God, we need to work our way up to Malaclips.
So good.
Stripes Ultimate Edition, thank you very much for the follow. Now, shall we try the Vulnerable Worlds? Maybe?
Sure.
They seem generally clued in. But also, unfortunately, like,
Not the
very
butler.
reticent.
I see Sir has returned.
Sir has.
Who would Sir like to
So
see?
has.
Sir has. Yeah, anyone who's not been to these streams before, get ready for a lot of conversations which are Rob Brydon talking to Rob Brydon, doing different voices.
Yeah.
There's about 4
Being
voice actors.
snarky at each other.
Yeah, it's
It's
great.
like- They're both Gollum and they're both snarky and they're both Rob Brydon.
Both hating the other person in the conversation.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
Mind telling me what it is?
A charm bracelet, sir.
I knew that. Do you know anything else about it?
Yes, sir.
What? What do you know about the charm bracelet?
I know that Sir is carrying it for one.
Oh, God.
Forget it.
This is the problem of the good old point and click thing with this game specifically, is that they're going to do a lot of those fake outs. So I was like, yes, I know a lot about this, and then it's literally
Yeah.
nothing.
Instead of saying no. But there is also a lot of, I don't know anything about that. Or
There
whatever.
is, yeah. Let's try and stay on task, Luton. Tell me about this envelope, maybe?
I had a feeling that the envelope wasn't
Really?
something I should discuss with everyone I met.
Fine. I mean, I
It's
presume
empty.
It's just an envelope, my guy. Then again, like, if you're not going to tell anyone about what the envelope was, then you'd just be going up to people with an empty envelope, like, hey, what do you think about this?
Did you mail this?
I know that Sir is carrying it for one. Is very Pratchett, extremely Pratchett. I think he was involved in this game at least a bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Sorry.
I think he might have written the dialogue.
I would track.
or
It's
at
definitely
least a
been.
bunch of it.
It's definitely been very much his style. Did you mail this incredibly generic envelope? Have we done anything with the tooth yet?
Stole it from a corpse.
That is true. That's how we got it. But have we done anything since we stole it? For no real
No, I
reason.
don't think so.
I don't know if the butler's gonna know anything. All right, let's have a look what we can ask people about. Azil, Mundy. We could maybe ask Carlotta about Alkali?
Yeah.
Seeing as they both know Horst, that feels a bit tenuous, but
It's a point and click game.
it is a point and click. You gotta take what you can.
Oh yeah, Reagan's
Reagan.
murder. We got stuck on that because we didn't notice that in a cutscene that was not repeatable.
Yeah.
He was not wearing a wig or something.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't properly compare the photo that we had with, as you say, the cutscene that was there for about 3 seconds and could not be seen again. Game design.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the bestial attacker. We learned from. Oh, there's the gargoyle on the roof. I feel like we asked him about everything already, though.
Did we ask him about the tooth?
I don't think we asked him about the tooth. We could try asking him about the tooth.
Yeah, if we end up talking to him again.
We've got all of these things of Sapphire, but all just crossed out at this point. Where is Sapphire? I miss her. The county.
Sapphire's in hiding.
All right, let's talk to Carlotta about the golden sword again.
I'd like to see Carlotta. Is she home?
She may be, sir. I will go and announce your presence, and she will tell me if she is.
I needed to talk to you.
I'm always happy to fulfill your needs, Luton.
Oh, unless we got new stuff here.
So, now we're working together, is there anything you'd like to tell me?
What like?
Like what we're
Anything
supposed to be doing.
you've kept back from me? Any lies you'd like to confess to, and secrets you're still hiding?
A girl's got to have some secrets, Luton.
Damn it, Carlotta, why? We're a point-and-click protagonist. We're supposed to know everyone's secrets.
There didn't seem much point discussing that with Carlotta.
Boo.
Boo.
I
Did
got
we
a
ask
key
about the
from
envelope?
Reagan's
Yeah.
body. It led me to this. It's empty.
It's empty.
Mean anything to you?
No, nothing.
Well, at least...
He's angry.
No, nothing.
Now that there are no secrets between us, do you know what this is?
I've no idea. Some sort of coin?
Yeah, thanks. Great. We hadn't figured that one out. Captain Dysphoria,
Is
thank
this
you for the
charm
follow.
bracelet familiar to you?
It's Reagan's. Where did you find it?
In his safety deposit box. What can you tell me about the bracelet?
I think Reagan thought it was his lucky charm or something. I'm not really sure.
Did you ever see Reagan at Saturnalia?
Yes, he went there sometimes. He stayed well away from me when he did. He didn't much like me.
Was he wearing the charm bracelet in the casino?
Yes, I think he may have been.
Did we ever show the bracelet to Wall?
Possibly.
Because he might be
It's
in...
been a while.
Yeah.
Didn't the Count give it to him? So I think we showed the charm bracelet to the Count, and he said that he gave it to Reagan.
Yeah, he said it was made of
Because they
that
were
magic
lovers,
fortunate wood or
100%.
something. Yeah.
Is it sapient pear wood?
That's what our desk is made of.
The best. Yeah.
No, it was like a type of tree that's brings good luck or is very lucky or something. I can't entirely remember. But yeah, I think you're all right. I think he said he gave it to Reagan.
Okay.
Okay. Let's ask Carlotta about the sword then.
Can you tell me anything more about this golden sword?
I've told you all I know.
Would you mind repeating it for those of us who might
Tell
have
us!
not played the game for a few weeks and have no ability to retain things?
Did she say something about it just being, wait, was it Monday? Was it Monday that brought it?
I think so.
Okay.
Horst had spoken of a golden
Oh,
sword.
okay. We can
and it was
examine these to get
apparent
more
that he
info.
thought
That
I
might
had
be.
it. There was a chance that the golden sword was somewhere
Right.
amongst the Milka's cargo. The question was, where was the Milka's cargo now?
It's in the warehouse.
warehouse.
With that guy.
Yes. We can't get past him.
You must have
we
known
can't
something about the Milker's cargo.
get in
Yes,
through the
I
window
had a
because the
crate
boxes are
amongst
gone.
the cargo.
I think so.
It
We can
wasn't
maybe try that
carrying
again in case
anything
they're bad,
important.
but-
It was just for Mundi to hide the sword in if it became necessary.
But the sword wasn't in the crate.
No, the last I saw of the crate, Reagan had it. I don't know where it is now.
Do you have anything that might help me find it?
I have a shipping order. You can have it if it's
Oh,
It could be.
okay.
Any lead is a good one at the moment.
Hell
Now we're
yes.
talking. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. Right, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go do that then.
We've got a lead.
We got a lead finally.
I'll see you around, Carlotta.
I was
I hope so.
very worried that we would get like an hour into the stream and still just be here. Like, okay, what could Wall tell me about Carlotta? What could Wall tell us about Carlotta?
Find out.
Let's find out. But first, let's take this shipping order and rub it in this guy's face. Hey, Watchman.
Hello.
I have a few more questions.
You're persistent. I'll give you that.
I love this guy's line deliveries. They're just so good. Could not give less of a shit.
I've come to collect some cargo.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah, I'm gonna swallow that, aren't I? I mean, you come up asking questions about cargo, and I won't tell you about the cargo. Then, miraculously, you're here to collect some cargo. You must think I was born yesterday.
Well, I can always take this shipping order to your boss and say that you wouldn't let me collect my cargo.
Okay. Well, let's not be too hasty, eh?
We
I
won.
mean,
We did
I have to be
it! Blackmail
skeptical,
always
right?
wins.
I'm a watchman. Where would we be if people like me weren't just a little bit cynical? All right. You win.
I eventually persuaded the watchman to show me the ledger for the recent deliveries. The Milka had been carrying some wine barrels that were shipped to the Café Ankh and some crates under the
okay.
name Varberg. According to the watchman, they were collected by
Finally,
the Guild of Archaeologists,
reason-
Antiquarians, and tomb evacuators.
Into the wine cellar.
I guess somewhere
Yeah.
was the von Uberwald crates that went with the shipping order. But the watchman didn't know about it, and there was no sign of it in the warehouse.
New location. Amazing. Ah, we're cooking with fire now. Okay. Oh. We can no longer go to the pier.
Cool.
Guild of Archaeologists. Someone's got butter on their biscuits.
What's in the Guild of Archaeologists again?
Some of the wine barrels are being delivered there, I believe.
Oh, did we just get that one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's our new location.
Ankh-Morpork was home to around 300 guilds, most of which festered in the space between Unseen University and the Patrician's Palace like fungus. From the Assassin's Guild to the Beggar's Guild, every one a proud group of individuals basking in their mutual arrogance.
I love the guilds.
I hated them
So
for
good.
their smugness.
Yeah.
I hated their petty bickering. But most of all, I hated that I wasn't part of one.
Too much of a misanthrope for that.
The Arseholes Guild.
They have a Duckheads Guild.
Hello? Open up.
All right. Hold on. What do you want?
Can I come in?
Are you a member?
No.
Then no.
This person with the
This
weird
is
pitch-shifted
members
voice.
Only.
Okay, here's our next puzzle.
You only allow members into the guild?
That's what I said. I wasn't kidding.
What happens if something goes wrong with your plumbing?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you let the plumbers in to fix the problem?
Yes, we do.
Are they members of the guild?
No, we signed them in.
If you signed me in, I could come in, right?
That's right.
Then what do I have to do to get you to sign me in?
There's nothing you can do
Oh my
that'll
God.
make me sign you in. I just don't like you.
You don't
This person
like
is very
me.
good at reading
What
people at
kind of
first sight, it
excuse is
seems.
that?
It's the truth.
How else can I get in?
Find another guild member to sign you in, or become a guild member.
Great. So I have to wait around here for a
guild is
guild
this?
member
Oh, it's
willing
the
to sign me in
archaeologists,
to
yeah.
turn up.
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath.
We got a purring quote perfectly there.
You can't prove I
How do I
said
become
that.
a member then?
You need to find a member of the guild to endorse you.
Never mind. I can spot a lost cause when I see one.
And here was me racking my brains trying to think of who we know that might be a member of the Guild of Archaeologists. Try the crates?
Mhm.
Was it these ones? Yeah, I think so.
Some crates from the Milka were brought here. They're in the name Varberg.
I can't discuss that with you. That's official guild business.
Wow. I could almost hear the capital letters.
Okay, so we're done with the Milker's cargo now. So I don't remember which of these then the sword was in. I want to say it was in the Varberg crates.
Mm. Can we examine them?
The Milka had been carrying crates under the name Varberg, and those crates were now in the Guild of Archaeologists.
Okay.
Somewhere between the Milka and the warehouse, Carlotta's
Ah.
crate had disappeared. According to Carlotta, it wasn't important, but I still wanted to know where it was.
I was going to say, if it's not important, why do we have it in our notebook, huh?
Yeah.
Makes you think.
The Milka had been carrying some wine barrels that were shipped to the Café Ankh.
Right, okay, so these are all, I think, separate leads.
Is there anywhere off the screen? Like, can we sneak around or?
Let's find out.
I guess that's it for now, then.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't hurry back.
You know what? I still don't dislike him as much as Rodan or Malaclips, because at least he's curt.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, let's read this line, given that the
Yeah.
prompt is so big.
The guild coat of arms was clearly displayed, along with the guild motto, Serpentis Odi.
Anyone who speaks Latin want to tell us what that means and if it's a good goof?
Some snakes. It's gotta be
Snakes.
snakes, right?
Snakes and the dog from Garfield. I want to say it's something to do with hate, but I don't know what that would
Snake.
have to do. Snakes.
Is
smell.
it? It had to be snakes. Is it an Indiana Jones one? Reference.
Oh, it almost certainly is, isn't it?
I've never even
I hate
seen
snakes,
one of
right?
those films.
Yeah. I'm angry about that. Okay, let's go see if we can sneak into the wine cellar. Forget the
Fizzy.
case. Let's get drunk.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to engage with that one.
I'm eating some toffee popcorns.
Hell yeah!
It's the season to snack.
It's always a season to snack, though, to be fair. Another crowbar!
I figured the golem wouldn't notice that the crowbar had gone missing. Not that I'm saying it didn't need it.
Hey, someone, welcome in.
Just that I'd
How you
figured
doing?
I'd get away with stealing it.
I like how we get crowbar from the same place twice.
It's the same. How did it find its way back?
It got confiscated by the patricians' guards when we got arrested.
Oh yeah.
Under
then
false
placed
claims.
meticulously in the same place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I believe it.
I see you shiver with
You
air
can't go around jimmying every door open just because you can. Besides, I liked Samael, and I drew the line at breaking into the cafe's wine cellar without his permission.
Ugh,
We
coward.
wouldn't have to break in if we had his permission.
Exactly. What's even the point? Why get a crowbar if you're not going to use it to randomly break into buildings?
I knew full well that I wouldn't be able to get down there without permission and the right key.
All right, let's go talk to Samael then.
I guess they're not gonna put the solution to the problem right next to the crate on the problem. Whatever.
I guess. Ugh.
Maybe in a tutorial screen, but not like 8 hours. into the
Yeah,
game.
no, fair. We've officially solved enough puzzles now that they're like, I'm sorry, you're going to have to go through at least 5 full conversation trees and 7 locations before you can just use the crowbar you found on this door. Luton decided he's only allowed in if the vampire invites him.
Samael, Mr. Luton. How's
Rob
business,
Brydon in
Samael?
conversation with
It's pretty
Rob
good,
Brydon.
Mr. Luton. How are things with you? Not so good. I think I'm so deep in trouble that I haven't even realized it yet. You haven't had much luck, have you, Mr. Luton? Not since the Hotel Pseudopolis. That was when... Oh, I see. That's okay, Samael. I don't mind talking to you about it. You're like family.
So I'm not going to talk about it, though. I'm going to guess that has something to do with Ilsa. I don't know if we did that conversation already.
I think we might have.
Probably.
Apparently, some
you
of
know,
the cargo on the
I don't
Milka...
remember
Worth another go,
doing
yeah.
it.
That's
Yeah.
right. The Milka always brings us a supply of amphibian wine. Where is it now? Most of it is still in the wine cellar. We sell some of it on. Who to? Lots of different people.
Oh no,
I
don't
have a
Oh,
boss
start.
come on,
receipts in
Sound,
the
work
cellar
with
if
us
you're
here.
interested. Sure, I'll give you the key.
That
Wow!
was easy.
Too
We only have to
easy.
go one screen away.
No, I'm suspicious. We're
No,
gonna
two screens.
we're gonna open the trap door, or we're gonna try to, and then the key's gonna break in it. So we're gonna have to go and find a place where someone will repair the key, and they're only gonna repair the key if we can help reunite them with their long lost grandma. We know how this works, Purin.
We're gonna get murdered.
Gonna get
Tell.
murdered. All for some wine. So you just have to ask. That is true. A lot of point and click protagonists don't actually try asking. Looking at you, Guybrush.
They just assume that they'll say no, and usually they are right.
Yeah, true. Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Years ago,
think
it would
it's
have
just
been my
easier.
dream to stand in the
Oh, hello,
Café
you two.
Ank's wine cellar. So many barrels of fine wine. Even Chateau Hector,
the hell's
year
going on
of the
there?
weevil. My favorite vintage.
Ilsa and two
I used
conkers?
to dream of Ilsa, too, from time to time.
Two
So when
conkers
I
is dying,
walked in
the
to
sound of
find
it.
Ilsa there, I had to check I wasn't wearing my pajamas.
The problem with asking is that people will know what you're up to. That is also true.
Hello again, Ilsa. I can see I'm going to have to get used to finding you where I least expect. You didn't say goodbye at the casino.
Oh yeah, someone was trying to assassinate her.
We got
Or
away,
possibly
thanks
two
to you.
conkers.
It was nothing.
Yeah, you didn't say
It
goodbye
wasn't
because
nothing.
there was an
You saved our
assassin.
lives, Luton.
Lulu,
Like,
is that
see
you?
ya.
What's up with him?
He's
Not even a
delirious.
courteous
He's been injured.
tip of the hat.
Let me have a look at his wound.
He'll be fine. He needs a chance to rest, that's all. He fades in and out a little, but he'll be okay.
What happened?
It was Remora. He's been following us. He won't quit.
He's an assassin. It's his job. Once they've been paid, the target is as good as dead. They never renege on a contract. They throw great soirees as well. And if they invite you, they won't take no for an answer.
That's not much comfort.
Well, at least you know if an assassin kills you, you're not going to be killed by some thug. They're very efficient at it. Practice makes perfect, you might say. I was going to be an assassin once.
What happened?
The usual. Forces outside my control.
It is you, from Casino. You save our life. We to be in your debt.
I guess you to be
I
just
am worried
that.
about having
We
future
need your help,
conversations with two
Luton.
conkers.
Haven't I done enough
Oh
for
god.
I know it's a lot to ask after what happened.
you? Women. It's never enough for you, is it?
Please, you have to find us somewhere safe to hide.
Why? Why should I do that for you? Why should I do anything for you?
Not for what happened, Luton. For what we had. Once.
We had a dream. Trouble is, I woke up and I could still remember it.
Women always exhausting all the dialogue options.
Does he know about us?
2 conkers? No, I never told him.
Why not?
He's my husband.
You're married?
I always was. Even when I met you.
Why didn't you tell me?
It's not as simple as that. I met 2 conkers in Ikalpon.
Oh, 2
He was on a
conkers?
secret dig for the Sun Emperor and we fell in love.
I thought the Agateans weren't supposed to know about the outside world.
That's true, but the outside world isn't supposed to know about the Agatean Empire either. Trouble is, centuries ago, their empire spread beyond the counterweight continent, and there's archaeological evidence for the strange and charmed Quack dynasties all along the Turnwise Ocean coast. The Sun Emperor sent 2 conkers out to cover up the evidence.
This doesn't explain why you didn't tell me you were married when we met.
2 conkers went back to the Agatean Empire.
I didn't
And
say
I
that on
stayed
purpose,
behind.
Ravine.
He wasn't sure I'd be safe there as an outsider.
I'm specifically
I didn't think I'd
ignoring
ever see
it
him
as best
again.
I could.
He might as well have died. I almost died too. Until I met you.
Great. I was your number 2 husband.
You don't understand, Luton. I didn't love 2 conkers. I mean, I was infatuated with him, and he
I mean, he
needed
is
me.
right there.
I was nothing before I met him. He gave me a purpose. He gave me a life.
Oh, that's good. Because he took mine. At least his accounts will balance. He came back, didn't he? That's why you left me.
Yes. I got a letter from him saying that the government had been overthrown, and the Empire was a new world. I wanted to tell you, but I didn't think you'd understand.
At least you got that right. So, you're Mrs. Ilsa Conkers.
No, I kept my maiden name. Our marriage was supposed to be a secret.
So let's talk about archaeology, huh?
Yeah, okay.
So you've been traveling with 2 Conkers for quite a while now.
Yes, we've been making our way around the Circle Sea. There have been several digs.
And everything you find goes back to the Agatean Empire.
No, not now. There's no point. Most of it comes here to Ankh-Morpork. We give it to the Guild of Archaeologists, Antiquarians, and Tomb Evacuators. They have quite a collection of artifacts.
That's it? You spend your life digging up junk that no one ever sees?
We're looking for something. Something 2 conkers wants to take back to the Agatean
Couldn't be a
Empire.
golden sword
What is
by
it?
any chance.
A jewel.
Oh.
Jewel.
Oh, a jewel.
Find the jewel, yes?
Tell me about this jewel.
Gold-plated jewel. Very old.
I thought the Agatean Empire had plenty of gold.
Special artifact. Gold to be making it come from Agatean Empire. Stolen by one of your gods. Great fortune to Empire if it can be returned to us.
How will you know if you found it?
Gold-plated jewel not common. This jewel be having inscription. Unquam paratas.
It means forever ready.
You don't even know if this jewel actually exists, do you?
We've just come from a dig in Sorta. It's a village near the ruins of the ancient city of Sort. We found inscriptions there of many artifacts, including this jewel. It exists, all right. We just haven't been able to find it.
Wah.
The mysteries just keep on coming.
If all
That
these
groan every
inscriptions
so
were in
often.
Sorta, what are you doing here in Ankh-Morpork?
That's one of the sound
That's
clips that
just
I
it.
remember really
The
distinctly from this
inscriptions
game.
claim that the
So,
jewel
like,
is here in
evidently,
Ankh-Morpork.
I've been in this wine
Apparently,
cellar a
after the fall
lot.
of Sort, the jewel was held by monks in the village of Sorta. But over 4 centuries, the Knights of the Order of the Sacred Tulip went out on quests to find it.
Why?
They were knights. They went on foolish quests all the time. It was a knight thing. I think all the different orders competed to outdo each other in foolishness. I heard the Knights of the Fairly Pink Triangle spent 2 centuries looking for a better name.
And you think one of the knights
Can't
found
blame
it?
them.
Apparently, the inscription said he took it to Ankh-Morpork, there to guard it forever.
Dwarf
Forever?
fortress
You
generator.
know these ancient inscriptions. They have a tendency to exaggerate everything. It probably meant nearly forever.
Okay. Let's ask about the coin, maybe?
Does this coin mean anything?
My word, that looks just like 2305.
What?
Number 2305. One of the artifacts we dug up in Sota. It's an early Sortian coin, I think. Your having one would seem to confirm that.
What makes you say that?
Well, we only found one, so we thought it might be a seal with some symbolic or cultural significance. But if there's more than one, then it's probably just a coin.
Is it valuable?
Not really.
Dang it.
Boo.
We could have
Have we
sold
been
this
paid
evidence. I think we have been
My
paid.
purse might not have been my most valued
I
possession,
feel like
but
the
I sure
count
felt happier
paid
when
us
it
Oh,
was
yeah.
for
full than when it was
Reagan's
empty.
case, at least.
Okay. And then
Ow.
Carlotta snugged us.
Carlotta
so-
snogged us, yeah. So that counts as payment, right?
Sure.
Let's ask about the sword.
You two must know about a lot of ancient artifacts.
Of course. Why do you ask?
Ever heard of a golden sword? Golden sword? You have to be being more precise. Must be 50 golden sword artifacts in Agathian Empire alone.
But then they do have a lot of gold. That's why they call it the Orient.
Boo.
I didn't think they had anything more to tell me about the jewel.
That's one of the weirder bits of this game is when you get information from someone and then you try to ask them about it and it's like, nah, they're not going to
Yeah.
tell me anything about this thing.
That's who I learned about this from in the first place.
They couldn't possibly provide any more details.
Have you heard of the counterweight killings?
The what?
The counterweight killings. Word is all across town, it seems.
That's what they were talking about in the casino. A foreign assassin in town killing prominent officials.
That's it. The ritualistic murders in town. People must have heard about two conkers, and word has got around that there's someone from the counterweight continent in town.
The rumors must have got mixed up somehow.
There's no somehow about it. Rumors always get mixed up. Do you think the Duke of Earl is really as stupid as people believe? Of course not. But every time someone does something stupid and no one can remember who did it, it gets blamed on the Duke.
You mean he doesn't have the mental powers of a mushroom?
Well, there's some truth in all rumors.
So people think Two Conkers is an assassin. This is insane. He couldn't hurt a fly. He couldn't even catch a fly. Come to
He's
think
never
of it, he
even
couldn't
heard of
even
a
catch
fly.
cold.
It doesn't matter whether or not he's an assassin, only that people think he is.
Well, can't we just go to the patrician and get the whole thing cleared up?
We could, but his idea of clearing the whole thing up probably means handing two conkers over to the Assassin's Guild. He rates tidiness over justice.
Would they let us go if we explained?
They don't care whether he's an assassin or not. They've been paid. It's all over but the receipt.
Then you're our only chance. Help us,
Receipt
Luton.
wrong.
You're our only hope.
What do you want me to do?
You have to find somewhere safe for us to hide Two Conkers. Somewhere that no one in their right mind would look for him. Please, Luton.
Listen to me. Nowhere is safe. There's nothing I can do for him. I can't help you.
At least think about it.
That isn't going to take me long.
No, don't worry, Luton. It's something someone's asked you to do, so it's obviously something we're going to have to do in the course of this story.
Yeah. You know, sometimes when you talk to them about things in the notebook, do new like topics come up in, you know, the conversation
in this bit?
thing? Yeah.
They do sometimes. I think when they do, it usually shoves me to there automatically.
Okay.
So I don't think we're likely to miss it, at least.
Okay.
These two might be able to get us into the Archaeologists Guild. If we have any way of saying that.
Did we ask about the charm?
Oh, we didn't. Let's give that a go.
Does this charm bracelet mean anything to you?
No, sorry. It's
Boo!
wood. Most wooden artifacts don't survive being dug up, so we don't really pay much attention to them.
I guess that makes sense, because we got that from... I think that is all just tied up within the Uberwald specifically.
Oh, okay.
Tempting as it was, I decided not to start attacking people with the crowbar.
Ah, boo. Where's the miscellaneous? Ah, there we go.
I'm trying to track some of the cargo on the Milka. A set of crates that were supposed to belong to a Varberg.
That's me, Ilse Varberg.
You never told me your name was Varberg.
Names weren't that important to us back then, if you remember.
I guess not. So the crates are yours?
Mine and two conkers, yes. They should be at the Guild of Archaeologists by now.
What was in them?
Artifacts from the dig in Sorta. Nothing valuable except in the historical sense.
I need to get to them.
I can get you into the guild if you want, but it'll cost you.
If you
What do
find
you
two
want?
conkers, a place
Find
to
us
be safe.
somewhere
Yeah.
safe to hide two
There you
conkers.
go.
He's not safe while Remora is looking for him.
That's true. But nowhere in the city is going to be safe.
You'll have to find somewhere that no one would even think of looking for him.
It'd take a miracle to conceal two conkers, and the patrician has outlawed miracles.
That's my price. If you hide two conkers, I'll sign you into the guild. You'll never get in there without me.
I'll
him
do what
to
I can.
Malaclips.
That's all I can do.
That's all I ask.
If
No
I
one can
find
bear to
somewhere
be around
hide him,
Malaclips
you'll
for long
take me
enough
to the
to
crates?
look
I'll
around.
get you into the guild, but you're on your own after that. That's my offer. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
Okay. So what have we just got? Hiding place.
Ilsa wanted me to find a safe haven for two conkers. That was her price for getting me into the Guild of Archaeologists.
Nothing immediately springs to mind for that, at least.
Let's look at the map screen.
Yeah. First, though, we still got stuff to do down here, I think. Potentially.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know anything about the wine barrels the Milka was carrying?
I think we were looking for receipts.
Sorry, Luton. We don't know anything about that.
I think Samel mentioned.
Oh, in the room.
If I find somewhere
Yeah.
to hide him, you'll take me to the
Okay.
crates?
I'll get you into the guild, but you're on your own after that.
Ah, I was hoping you might give us a clue about what sort of hiding place you need. A good one. I don't think they'll know anything else about anything else.
Nope.
Okay, let's try talking to two conkers.
I'll be
as
back.
much as it fills me
We're
with
not
dread.
going anywhere.
Wait a sec. Hang on.
Hmm?
Ask them about that code.
Ooh,
I
good
didn't
shout.
really need...
No.
I'm back. How...
A little better, I think.
Good shout.
Does 3712V mean anything to you?
Well, it could be a catalogue number.
A catalogue number? For what?
In the Guild of
Ooh,
Archaeologists, they have a collection of artifacts there.
good idea
And
for
they all
him.
have a catalogue number.
Are you sure that's what it is?
No, of course
I'm a
not. It
gigantic
could mean
brain.
anything.
So
But it's
many
a possibility,
brains.
at least.
It's the closest thing we've had to a possibility up till now, so it's almost certainly that.
I'll be back.
Yay!
Woo!
We're not going anywhere.
Oh
Lots
my
of
god.
receipts.
That's such a small thing.
I know.
Point and click games.
Trying
I
to control
rooted
this on
carefully through the
PS1
receipts,
as
and
well.
The only recent purchaser was the patrician. It seems he'd bought a number of barrels of fine wine to
Ooh.
take to the palace. I guess the golem I'd seen at the cafe was owned by Lord Veterinary. Two Conkers was in no state to talk to me.
That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Okay. So really you stole the patrician's crowbar. Yeah, that's why it got confiscated specifically, I think. And yeah, we've stolen it again. We've got double jeopardy now. And arrest us for it a second time.
That's definitely how
That's
that
how
works.
double jeopardy works, yeah. I think I just
No,
called
wait,
it double
isn't
jeopardy.
it if you're married to the crowbar, you can't be forced to testify against the patrician?
Okay, hang on. Let's head to the Temple of Small Gods, marry this crowbar real quick.
Yes.
In the eyes of
be somewhere-
Heralta.
There might also be somewhere to hide two conkers.
We did get a new
Probably not,
location
though.
though.
Oh. What was the new location?
I think it was at the Patrician's Palace, maybe?
Oh.
They said...
Wait, no. We spoke to the guards outside of there, didn't we?
Yeah. But the thing was about wine barrels being delivered there. Maybe that's just an alternative way to unlock this if you don't have it already? Let's have a look. See if anything has changed. Doesn't look like it.
The empty barrels at the foot of the palace wall looked like they used to have wine in them.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Unless these guys know something.
I think that's just the way
I'm back.
back
I've
into
got to
Leonard
make
McQuarrie's.
it.
Going up the wall is, yeah.
Yeah.
Have we talked to these guys about Malaclips?
Don't know.
This priest you mentioned, his name wouldn't be Malaclips, would it?
That's the one. Do you know him?
We've met. What do you make of him?
I reckon he's the only one in the city who knows what's really going on.
Which is funny, because I think he's a deranged lunatic whose only pleasure in life is getting gullible fools to listen to him.
So, I'm a gullible fool, am I? Who bought those magic beans off that gypsy the
No,
other
I think
day?
we have had this conversation.
You should have tried the casserole we made with them. It was magic.
What's the talkie thing? Oh wait, no, that won't be anything new, will it?
You're
I don't think
members
so.
of the
I think
illustrious
this is
palace
just the conversation we had
guards,
last
are you?
time.
Illustrious. Do you know what we're at? If anyone with
Yeah,
half
we
Yeah.
we
So
had
what?
this one.
It beat.
And you
You could. Would. See you around.
If you
Hang on, let's have a look at what new stuff got on the notebook. If anything. Because we have hiding place. I feel like we got a second one, but I don't remember what it was. Maybe I'm imagining it.
The duel.
Oh yeah, the jewel. Yeah, okay. So I'm just trying to think if we've had anything about a hiding place. Because
Let's just stick him in our office.
no one will
Or
ever think
Horst.
to look for him there.
Let's get involved with Horst.
Hey, Horst, would you mind real quick if we just brought a guy here to hide out with you for no tangible benefit to you?
Or we could stick him in the mausoleum, in the empty grave, or whatever.
The assassins would never think to check their own graveyard for their target.
Right?
I guess.
Or Carlotta's house. Maybe ask for a favor.
Could give it a go. I don't know if we can actually go into the mausoleum anymore. Okay, we can. I don't think there's anything of any benefit, but...
No. In the palace jail cell. Oh, what, with Leonard of Quern?
Ooh! That could actually work.
Yeah.
He's just kind of being left to his own devices in there.
Yeah. He's got a
I think-
beautiful window now.
I think iridescent may have been meaning the one we were in with the rat, but
Oh, yeah.
maybe hanging out with Leonard could work, because Leonard's not going to tell anyone.
Oh, they get on like a house on fire.
I've never understood that phrase.
Me neither.
Okay, let's talk to Leonard about it. Yeah, because that's
like
no
how
reason.
if you could just casually grapple up this wall.
Yeah,
every
you know.
So often.
It
I'd be
always looked
knackered.
much easier in the kitchens.
You just don't have what it takes to be a private eye, I'm afraid, Corinne.
I guess not.
You need to be able to grapple up walls. Craving for
Tom
saffron,
and
thank you for the
Norris.
follow. It's because houses on fire are beautiful. What's not to understand? We all know your stance on arson, Ravane.
Hey, Quim.
Hey, Quim. How you doing, bud? Actually,
Sweet
can we
Lenny.
even talk to
Hello
Leonard, or
again,
does he just
Leonard.
ignore us?
Yes. Hello?
What are you doing?
I'm deeply immersed in a mechanical problem.
Can I help?
It's not likely.
I kept waiting for him to say something else, but he
That's
was
Chris
lost in
Pratt's
his
voice. He's doing an impression
doing
of
Mario.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah. I'm gonna try asking him about hiding place, just in case.
Yeah.
Hello again, Leonard.
Is that actually doing the thing, or is it
Yes.
just
Hello?
What are you doing?
just the same conversation? Okay.
I kept
Okay.
Okay. Chris Pratt wishes he could do that voice. I'm just saying. Thus far, Chris Pratt is doing a serviceable Linda Belcher impression.
I've not actually seen the film. I've only seen the Linda Belcher meme.
I couldn't hear the impression at first, but once I saw it with Linda Belcher animated, I was like, oh, okay, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, never mind then, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing, Leonard.
Thanks for nothing, Leonard. What is it with Leonards and always being the worst?
That guy.
Okay, let's try Carlotta then.
Yeah. They've got a mansion. They must have a room.
I see Sir has returned.
A fugitive room.
Sir has.
Yeah.
Who would Sir like to see?
Is
Yeah, I don't know. I
Carlotta
was thinking
home?
maybe
Alas,
Leonard's
no.
work because
What a
of the thing
shame that
about the
Sir's
barrels.
trip has been wasted.
but-
Perhaps
Oh, no,
Sir
she's
would
not
like
here.
to leave now.
Tell her I called by.
Why, my loins stir at the very
Please stop
thought
telling
of
us about your
serving you in this
loins.
way, sir.
Is the count out? Can we ask the count for a
Is the
hidey
Count
place?
receiving guests?
No, but he will see you.
Hey, Count.
I've got a few more questions for you, Count.
Questions.
Yes, good questions. Go on.
What do you know about a hiding place?
With the
Yeah.
Assassin's Guild looking everywhere for two conkers, I couldn't trust anyone enough to tell them I was looking for somewhere
Okay.
safe to hide him.
Well, where does that leave us then?
Okay.
So it's something we have to ask someone about, but we are also not able to ask anyone about it.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about the Von Uberwald crates, if you know it.
Do you know anything about the crate belonging to the von Uberwalds that was on the Milka?
Please do not waste my time.
It's your crate, my guy.
Okay, I don't think the count's gonna have any information.
Don't think so. I think he's got nothing for us right now.
I'll be back later.
I look forward to it.
Uh,
Let me check our office again.
yeah, sure, just in case. It's one of those bits of the game where you just have to happen to go back to your office. Come on, Alkali.
Nope.
No, okay. I think we may have some leads we can follow at Saturnalia,
Okay.
perhaps? Because as I say, I'm not sure we checked the charm bracelet with... Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, no, that was
Wilf.
the...
That
That
was
was-
me.
Something along those lines. I'm pretty sure it began with W.
Yeah.
What up, dweebs? Well, and... the wizard
Can
guy.
we talk, or do I have to play that stupid game again?
I mean, annoyingly, in order
Business
to
is
get over
slow.
to this table, we
Wait
always have
until-
to have this part of the conversation, even though I want to talk to the
Time
wizard.
to excuse myself from
Yeah,
the
it's
table, I
weird.
think.
Game design.
Warb!
Whoa.
That was it.
Hello again, Warb.
Hi, Warb.
Luton.
Luton.
I had a feeling that Warb
just
might be
play the
interested in the
voice.
charm bracelet, but I didn't know what he had to offer
Oh
me
yeah,
yet.
this was it.
The one thing I knew about
Yeah.
gambling
Is that we
was
were
that you
both
kept
here
your
like,
cards
yes,
hidden until
obviously
need.
you trade the charm for information about the sword, Luton.
Yeah.
Come on, it's the easiest exchange of information you could do. And yet,
Tempting as it was, I decided not to start attacking people with
come
the crowbar.
on, when will you?
Hiding
With the
place.
Assassin's Guild
No.
looking every...
Yeah, I suspected as much. Oh, maybe he knows
Did we
about the
ask him
jewel?
about- Oh yeah. What did he have to say about the golden sword?
I think he just kept saying, if you know what's
Oh.
good for you, you know nothing about it.
I'm looking for
Oh,
a magical
nice.
artifact,
Yeah,
a golden sword.
let's find out.
Does that mean anything to you, Warb?
A golden sword? I'd let go of that if I were you.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What do you know about it?
Nothing. And neither do you. Oh, forget you mentioned it. But you'd better forget about it altogether. It'll get you killed, you know. Mark my words.
All of its pointy bits and everything.
The jewel wasn't the kind of thing I wanted to discuss with just anyone.
You don't want to discuss anything with anyone, do you, Luton?
Worst PI.
Bestial
Bestial
attacker?
attacker.
I've heard there's some kind of monster loose on the city.
Monster
You wouldn't know
loose.
anything
Monster
about that,
loose.
would you?
Why?
I'm sure
Why
we've
would
had
you
this
think
conversation
that?
before because we've
You've
remarked
got
on monster
contacts in
loose
Unseen.
before.
Not
I
really.
reckon they must know all about the demons and creatures
Just
loose
losing
in
the
the
city.
city.
Oh. Oh, I see. No, I don't know anything about that.
Know that Reagan came here.
Ever seen a dwarf called
So
Reagan
maybe?
around the casino?
Sure. Well, I've never spoken to him, though.
What does he play?
Truncheon, roulette, onion, craps. He plays them all a little. He always seems to win, but he never pushes his luck. He wins, and then he stops. That's his way. I wish I had his luck. I'd make much better use of it.
Oh, the charm.
Yeah, but I think Luton's just gonna say, I don't know what I could get out of the deal.
I had a feeling that
Yeah.
Warb
Yeah.
might be The one thing...
But
Okay,
it's
let's keep asking him stuff and see what
I
he
feel
can
like he
offer.
was. I feel like he was saying, "Oh, he'll enjoy this charm bracelet," even before we had that dialogue. So
Yeah, he was.
confusing.
What do you know about the murder of Mount Malachite?
I'm afraid I can't really, help you with that.
Heard of the counterweight killings?
I heard someone in Unseen University got killed by a spy, but I don't really, know anything about it, you know?
I don't think Warb has anything for us right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll see
Bye,
you
Warb.
later.
Do we think Whirl will have anything? He doesn't feel like a particularly central character.
No.
Yeah, it's a running. We'll just keep going as is because we're really lost.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the map again.
Yeah.
We hover over each place and see if there's a.
About the mausoleum, which looks
There's
dead.
nothing there.
I think the mansion's dead. Cafe Anchor's where they already are. Patrician's Palace
Oh,
doesn't seem...
We went to the temple, but then left.
Oh, true. We could have a check there. See if, as you say, see if Malaclypse is willing to hide two conkers.
Yeah.
For the good of Errata. Does it help when I do an impression to make him be less annoying?
Oh, totally.
How you doing, Malaclips?
I need your help again, Malaclips.
They'll all need my help sooner or later. They just don't know it yet.
Okay. Ooh, maybe he'll know about the jewel. Yeah.
Do you know anything about
Little
obscure
wiggle?
jewels?
I know that the Tear of Offla has been stolen again.
Again?
They spend 1 month of the year admiring it in the lost jeweled Temple of Doom, and 11 months of the
I
year
don't know why we keep
tracking it
thinking we'll
down
get
after
any
someone
information out of him
steals
that
it.
will help.
And the other month?
In the 13th
We might.
month,
We
they
might.
have to fill
These
out
are all
their
red herrings to make you not, to make you think that he's not helpful.
An Agatean concept. People pay money
Oh,
against
apparently
the
this is,
odds of a
Luton's
particular
thoughts.
disaster or theft occurring. It's complicated.
He's a bit annoying. I like him, but he is annoying. Okay, we'll try hiding place, but
With the Assassin's Guild looking...
I think we've talked to him about everything else already.
Carlotta's not at the thing anymore. Maybe she's here.
I'll
Yeah,
have to
let's
go.
have a look
The
truth
truth is out there.
Trust
Do you remember where she
no one.
hangs out here specifically?
Nope.
I don't know if we've ever been told.
No.
Well, she doesn't seem to be on any of the screens we can access.
No.
I have some more questions. Ask them, if you must.
We asked about the window already. There's a lot of talk about pizza.
The jewel was... With the assassin...
Yeah. Okay, let's try asking about Carlotta. Where else might she be, though?
Oh, could we ask about the bestial attacker?
Ooh, let's go.
I've heard that a bestial creature stalks the streets of Ankh-Morpork.
Indeed. Oh, perhaps the apocalypse is already upon us.
The apocalypse?
The end of the world. The triumph of the ice giants. The tea time of the gods. The time when the creatures from the dungeon dimensions will break into the world again. Well, allegedly. The legends are as unreliable on this as they are on most things, hence the name. It's not too late to repent and join the ranks of the faithful.
I'll pass if it's all the same with you.
She may have gone to talk to Horst?
Oh, maybe.
Potentially?
Yeah, we haven't really been having an
Well,
excuse to
I'll
go
be
back
on my
there
way.
yet.
No.
I'll be here should you... Did I tell you that we're giving...
We could ask him about the jewel as well.
We could. I imagine Luton's gonna think that's a very unwise idea. But, you know, he's well connected. Oh, he's a treasure hunter, isn't he? Maybe he will know something. She might just not be in, so you can't ask her. That's, yeah, eminently possible, but we've got to try it and find her.
Ah, Mr. Luton, it is always a pleasure to see you.
Hi, Horst.
I trust you have brought something with you that will be to my liking.
I haven't brought you the sword yet, if that's what you mean.
I'm a patient troll, sir, but there are limits to my patience.
We already asked about associates. You know anything about bestial attacker?
Do you know anything about some kind of beast stalking the streets?
Come, sir. Let us
Yeah, I
know.
figured as much.
Crichton.
The jewel wasn't the kind of thing I wanted to discuss with just anyone.
But
You can get rid of the word "just" in that sentence, and I think it makes as much sense. Doesn't want to ask anyone about it.
My God, I think I'm too
With
cozy.
the Assassin's
I need to
Guild
take this
looking
back
everywhere
now.
for two conquerors, I couldn't trust
Current people are
anyone
being
enough to
murdered. You
tell them I
can't get
was
too
looking for
cozy.
somewhere safe to hide.
There's a bestial attacker roaming the streets.
Does this charm
really
bracelet
warm. It's
mean
making me
anything to you?
sleepy. I'm going to take it off. Back in a sec.
No worries. Hiding places. Ooh. I don't think we asked Warb about that, but he works in magic securities, right? I don't know if Pern's listening. I'm voicing this out to chat. Hey! I don't know if you were still listening or anything. I was just thinking, Warb mentioned he was in magic securities. He might have an idea of a place to hide.
Ooh.
2 Conkers.
Okay.
Seems
Yeah, let's ask him.
maybe fishy, but at the same time, I got no idea. Can't wear 2 pairs of socks all the time. I get too hot. Saturnalia. I want to check this secret tiny location I've forgotten about. Okay. Saturnalia. Saturnalia? Whatever it's called.
Both.
Saturnalia.
Saturnalia.
I didn't need
Saturnalia.
Let us talk to Warb.
It is genuinely, you have to start the conversation with Whirl every time just to get onto this screen, even though Whirl, I think, is not that important.
Hello again.
Luton.
With the Assassin's Guild looking everywhere for 2 Conkers, I couldn't trust anyone enough to...
Saturnalia.
Do you know anything about the wine barrels?
I'll be astonished if you do.
I'm afraid I can't really, help you with that.
There.
What? Hang on.
Somewhere between the Milka and the warehouse, Carlotta's crate had disappeared. According to Carlotta, it wasn't important.
So we maybe go back
to know where it was.
Where the Milka was docked. We might find the crate or information on it.
Maybe I'll see you later.
What did we get the shipping? Oh yeah.
That was to get into the
labels for to get
into the warehouse. Yeah.
Food, yeah.
Yes, we can't go back to the pier now. Bollards. And nothing else. Is this writing meant to indicate that you won't get anywhere by asking anyone about a hiding place, or will Leighton just decide you should ask one particular person? I'm pretty sure one particular person. Which is annoying. Let's just check he's not got...
Ilsa wanted me to find a safe haven for 2 Conkers. That was her price for getting me into the Guild of Archaeologists.
Yeah, no further insights on that.
Back to the map.
Back to the map. Back to the map. Just gonna do a quick scan. Yeah, I think there's nothing here, which makes me wonder why it's still here.
Milka might come back.
Possibly. Unless we can...
What if someone steals our rope again?
I'm wondering if we can do something with this bollard. Like, try and fish something out of the yank again.
I could wrap the rope around the bollard, but what would be the point?
You tell me, Luton. Why do we still have this location? Oh! Welcome in, Iggy. Thank you so much for the raid. Hand over the cheese. Corinne, do we still have the cheese? Did we use that on something? We may have already used it. We might have used it to solve a puzzle. I don't remember. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? A safe hiding place would be somewhere that's difficult to get into, right? Like the Archaeologists Guild? I think, though, if the solution was the Archaeologists Guild, Ilsa would just handle that herself. You could give it a go, but... You did ghost investigating. Conrad Stevenson's paranormal PI. Ooh. That sounds cool. I love both ghosts and detectives. Is it a sort of a point-and-click thing? We're trying to solve crimes in Discworld, which is, as I'm sure you can imagine, difficult. Because everything's nonsense in the Discworld.
And everyone's snarky. And
Everyone's so snarky. We just want to know. Okay, let's try the Archaeologist Guild, I guess. But
we could talk to Nobby again. Or maybe check.
Could?
Samael?
I wasn't an expert on dogs, but I thought that this black, thoroughbred
distracted
dog
by
was a
Puppy.
Klachian hound, also known as the Kelef Klachani. Small, proud, and ruthless. The Kelef Klachani were prized by dog breeders throughout the Circle's
Is it
seas.
Gaspode?
What this one was doing out on the streets was anyone's guess.
It's first person, walk around house and collect ghost clues like coldness or weird sounds and discover the history of ghosts and why they haunt. Ooh. That sounds really cool.
Nice.
I like that.
Oh, hi!
Brinthorpe, thank you very much for following. What? Can we talk to the dog?
I thought about petting the dog, but there was something about the way he looked that made me think twice, maybe even 3 times about it.
Okay. Was that dog there last time? And we just missed
remember.
it? It is basically invisible.
Very hard to see, yeah.
That's one of the bigger problems of this game, is that trying to capture the noir feeling, every single screen is just grey and dark.
Open up.
What if we give him the coin?
You again.
Because someone said it was like a... Oh, wait, no.
We'll give it a go, but I think we're not going to get any information out of him until we're in, which we need Ilsa's help with.
Do you know what this is?
It looks like a coin from the early Sortian Empire to me. Quite impressive. Not exactly valuable, but a nice piece all the same. Should be in a museum, that should.
I could donate it to the guild if you'd like.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Would you let me in then?
No, but I wouldn't dislike you quite as much.
I guess that's progress, but I feel like we'll need the coin for something more. My best man co-wrote the script as Sartorian, really? Well, I think I can speak for both of us and say that writing in this game is superb.
Yes.
I do love it.
Incredible.
Even if it does include Malaclips.
Malaclips is perfect.
Malaclips is the best and the worst.
With the Assassin's Guild looking...
I suspect as much. Thank you very much for following. Oh, maybe we can ask him about Ilsa? And Two Conkers?
Yeah.
And the jewel, actually?
The jewel what?
Never mind. I forgot. We apparently aren't allowed to ask anyone about any of the things we have leads on. It's not a detective's job to ask questions.
Do you know Ilsa and Two Conkers?
Oh, yes. They're from out of town, but they have a fully
Shifting is
paid
really
up
throwing me off.
membership of the guild.
Really?
Would I lie to you?
Plenty of people would.
Yeah, but plenty of people dislike you as well.
How do you know?
I come out and tell you, TSA.
You could probably tell.
See?
He's not wrong.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
About my hatred of almost everyone.
That must make the lonely winter evenings all the more bearable.
TV Detective Columbo famously never... Exactly! Not once has Columbo asked a question.
I don't think he's gonna let us in until Ilsa helps us.
No, I think we need to figure out a hiding place.
Yeah.
Before anything else.
Just go everywhere and check.
Just go everywhere. Okay.
Well,
I guess
we could
that's
ask, did Samael know that they were hiding in the basement?
We never checked. Let's find out. Samael might be a good shout.
Well, if we just lock the thing and they stay down there. already in a hiding place.
Yeah, what is the assassin going to ask Samael for permission to go into the wine cellar? I don't think so.
Assassins are famously chattier than PIs.
Extremely gregarious they are.
Samael, Mr. Luton.
Okay, Ilsa and Two Conkers.
Have you seen Ilsa recently? You weren't expecting her to be here, were you?
She is here, we know.
No, I wasn't. Not seen her for a while. Last time she was here, she was with a foreign gentleman.
And still
I
is.
think he might have been from the Agatean Empire. Yeah, that'll be Two Conkers, I guess. How come you know about the Agatean Empire? That's not common knowledge, is it? Worked the piano for enough years and you hear just about everything. Any idea where they might be now? I don't know, Mr. Luton. But I think they might be in trouble. You could be right.
Could we ask about the hiding place?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Can they stay in your cellar, please?
Please. Look, I know it's going to bring a really ruthless, deadly assassin to your business premises, but... Come on. Come on, bud.
With the Assassin's Guild looking everywhere for Two Conkers, I couldn't trust anyone enough to tell them I was looking for somewhere safe to hide him.
Oh, come on, Luton. Okay. Right, so where else is there? There is...
So we have...
Milk is gone.
Milk is gone.
What about the
Thanks
Dink
again,
Donk Rodan's workshop?
No problem, Mr.
Oh, what's his face? That elf that loves us and loves to do us favors and doesn't hate us at
yeah,
all.
the one, our good pal, fucking mannequin.
Mannequin. Mankin.
Mankini.
Mankini. That's the one.
Yes, I'm willing to bet he'd be delighted to do a favor for
Come
us.
to persecute me some more, Luton?
You know it.
The man's gotta have a hobby.
Look, would you mind doing a favor for an old friend?
With the Assassin's
damn
Guild
it.
looking everywhere for Two Conkers.
Cool.
What if
great.
we give him the coin?
I think we've shown the coin to him already.
What
but...
did you find out about Mundy's coin?
Oh, we got it from him,
Bad
didn't
enough
we?
that you've stolen it from me without me sharing everything I learned with you. You didn't learn anything, did you? That's not strictly true. You learned it wasn't worth anything. If it had been, do you think I'd have given it to you?
Well,
fine then, yeah. Okay.
That's all for now.
What?
Always a
Should
pleasure.
we just go to every person we can and say hiding place and see who?
Isn't there a room here where we found Mundy's?
I was gonna say, if we're looking for a room, we shouldn't go to the room that we know someone's already been assassinated in.
What are the chances of it happening twice?
They won't think to check the room that someone was already killed in.
I mean, it's hot. A hot room.
Okay, is Sapphire around? No, okay. I think we already
Sapphire
checked.
not here.
Sapphire not here. Sapphire
love
may
her.
be dead.
I love Sapphire.
She's the best.
Can we hide him in the troll? No, we already tried that. I
We-
think that was the first thing we tried.
That's the first place we looked. Yeah, I think as Snow Wraith pointed out, since it's something in the notebook, it's something we have to ask someone about.
Yeah.
Probably. Although, we can take clues out and use them on things. I just don't think we ever have at any point in the game thus far.
Okay, well, Rodan's fucked off.
Which is fine by me.
Yeah.
I think she isn't here. She would just lie to you again.
Can we go to the back bit? Where Malachi was hanging out?
Oh boy! Ah! Therma!
Too painful.
Okay. Yeah, we still gotta find Therma, but we have 0 leads on that, I think.
Just lock him in jail.
Hey, Navi.
Do us a favor.
Just real quick.
I need your help again, Nobby. Well, okay, I suppose.
Hello, Luton.
Hello, Luton.
With the Assassin's Guild looking everywhere for two conquers,
Can we find
I
the
couldn't trust
assassin and ask
anyone
him?
enough to tell them I was looking for somewhere safe to hide
Where
him.
would you never think to look for your target?
Wine barrels.
Oh, maybe, we might know something about the crate that went missing.
Do you know anything about the crate belonging to the von Uberwalds that was on the Milka? Give me a break, Luton. I don't know everything.
It was a bit of a long shot, but...
What about this jewel or the bestial attacker?
Ooh, good shout. Okay, let's try the jewel, but I think...
The jewel...
Fair enough. Bestial attacker, though. Quebec with the Assassin's Guild looking everywhere. New emote opportunity?
Do you know anything about some kind of beast stalking the streets? Give me a break, Luton. I don't know everything.
Do you know anything?
You should know.
You should probably know about a giant beast going around killing people.
I feel like there would be in it like a memo at least, like, you know, pin
Heads up.
Kettle.
I mean, to be fair, he definitely knows about the bestial attacker because they interviewed the gargoyle, and that's why we're free.
Okay.
So you must know about it.
Maybe we should talk to the
Well,
gargoyle.
I'm sure
Yeah, let's give it a go. But
yeah, right, Luton.
Right.
now you mentioned you can pull the clues out of the book. This has made me paranoid.
Oh my god, my pajamas are so soft. They're so cozy.
Same.
So comfy.
These ones are real good. You know what? Let's just for the rest of the stream, let's just have a nap. These murders will solve themselves. It's fine. Rooftops above Solace and whatever the other one was. Hi, Emeka. Welcome in.
I think.
Oh, that's such a cute little emote. Hang on. I have to go and have a look at this little kitty. It's so cute. Chalk outline.
They'd put a chalk outline where Malachite had fallen. It really drove home how big that troll was.
I think when I was a kid, I really had no grip on what was happening here because I never looked at this silhouette properly. I never saw that as the head. I always thought the head was up here. And this was just some kind of weird snake monster. And I'm kind of wondering what I thought was happening. How badly did I think Malachite got beaten up?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey, hello, Hunt.
Oh, I forgot this was your voice.
Yes. Do you...
Is there anything more you can tell me about this bestial attacker?
Nah, nothing springs to mind.
Do you know where we can hide our friend?
Can we hide a friend up on this roof? It will keep him dry and safe, I'm sure.
With the Assassin's Guild looking everywhere for
What
two...
about the crates? Do you reckon they would have seen anything?
Do you know anything about
Possibly,
the crate
but it was
belonging
between
to the von Uberwalds that
the
was on
Milka and the
Milka?
warehouse, and that's not a big area to cover. And we can't go and talk to the warehouse guy anymore. Back with the Assassin's Guild looking every... If you can suggest what that emote should look like, Ravane, I'll see if I can get that up and running for next time.
Just a Luton style crab face with the eyes darkened out.
A nightmare.
Fedora. It's a fedora crab. What else? Okay, I don't think this guy's gonna know anything.
No. I think he's really only going to be connected to Malachite, and we've definitely asked him everything about that. At crap. should we just go to the website
Up to you.
at this point?
Did you want to take a break at some point? Or should I go for a sneaker at wee wee?
If you need a sneaker at wee wee, we might as well take a bit of a break now.
Okay, I'm going to get some grapes as well.
Ooh, good shout.
Grapes.
Cool. We're going to take a little bit of a break, probably like 10, 15 minutes. So everyone take this chance to stretch your bodies and get drinks and snacks and all that good stuff and go and pee secretly. Don't tell me about it or I'll be angry.
Okay.
And when we come back, I'll probably have gone and checked some hints on where the fuck we're meant to go.
Excellent.
See y'all soon.
See you soon. BRB.
we're back. I see everyone is enjoying Quebec with the Assassin's Guild.
It's incredible.
I mean, I figured, you know, might as well, because this is probably the last time it's going to be usable. Hey, Purin gets a shout out. Everyone go check out Purin if you're not already. She is the best. The best slime in town. Right, so...
I'm just the best in general. You
just
didn't have to add the quantifier.
I mean, I'm being extra specific, but you are just the best.
I'm just a little slime.
Just a little slime, and we love that. So, I'm glad I looked it up. I did go and look it up on the Hints website, and I'm glad I looked it up because we had all the pieces of the puzzle. We just didn't actually use them properly. So,
Do you mind if I
our first thing was correct. We do have to go back to Patrician's Palace.
Okay.
And the thing I brought up about being able to use clues not on people, but elsewhere, is also relevant because essentially all we had to do this entire time, apparently, is click hiding place and use it on the wall.
Are you joking?
Yeah, apparently.
Right under the patrician's nose. It was just crazy enough to work.
So I guess that's
the palace wall.
Done then.
Looking closely, I could see it.
I'm going to scream.
I may have let out a little bit of a frustrated sigh at the time.
The fact that Arya even said, and then I went, ooh, how about...
Yeah.
And then just Leonard being a turd.
Right, fucking Leonard. Trying to throw us off the scent entirely. Being a piece of shit. Okay, so I guess we go back here and just say hiding place to them? I'm a little worried by the fact that we didn't get the little...
I've done it.
Oh.
I found somewhere to
there we go.
hide him.
Where?
Where no one would even think about looking. Somewhere that only the patrician and I know exists, I reckon.
The patrician and you? What if the patrician finds two conkers there?
Two conkers should be able to hide without too much difficulty. Besides, I have a feeling that if Lord Veterinary meets two conkers, he'll have a different take on this situation. He doesn't like to see useful people get killed. Besides, I am sure this is the only place in Ankh-Morpork that he'll be safe from Remora. Is it okay to move him?
He should be okay.
To be feeling much better in thankings.
Sure he's not still delirious?
Sometimes I wonder.
Let's go.
I really hope we don't have to talk to two conkers
Hello
too much
again,
in this game.
Leonard.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm afraid I had to go back to the drawing tablet
I mean,
with
they
the spinning blades
did only have
radiating
like
from central
what,
hub.
5 voice
It was
actors in the
too
whole
Yeah.
game.
The device flew all right, but only in a downward trajectory.
That is looking like some kind of fluttering machinery.
Yes, I call it a flapping wing flying device, but it isn't working yet.
May I take a look?
Be my guest.
I should hope you can take a look, considering you're already straddling it.
The span of the wings? I considered it, but the weight is still the problem.
What if you be using bombastic wood for the flame?
It hadn't occurred to me that two conkers would have any practical skills. But I guess you didn't carry out complex excavations without learning a thing or two about engineering. I left him to get to know Leonard and hooked up with Ilsa. She had a deal to keep.
Okay, here we go. Time to go and talk to the
With
archaeologist.
two conkers safely hidden away,
Kick his
Ilsa
ass.
kept her word. She took me straight to the guild and signed me in as her personal guest.
Okay. What, Laredo? Got a fireplace? Let's talk to Laredo, I guess.
Is it
Excuse
Lara?
me. Can you help
That's
me?
Lara Croft.
It's Lara Croft.
Depends on what you want.
I'm new
Oh
here.
my God.
I'm just trying to get a feel for the place.
Are you a member?
Not yet.
What's your name?
Luton.
Laredo Kronk. Pleased to meet you. Sure.
The pleasure is all mine.
Of course it is. So you're a guest, are you?
Is that a bad thing?
Only in so much as 8 out of 10 guests who confess to preference
mentioned,
still
what was it,
something before
tomb?
disappearing.
I'm not going to steal a thing, trust me.
Something basically along those lines, yeah.
You are going to steal something.
See, I got held up on Indiana Jones on that point.
Almost everything the Guild of Archaeologists owns is stolen, and frankly, they should expect people to steal from them.
Tomb evacuator.
You steal from them?
Golly, no! I never steal from any building less than 1,000 years old, and with really exciting puzzles.
No.
Tomb evacuator, is that it?
This game.
So,
yes, I'm an artifact liberator.
I'm a tomb evacuator.
Tomb evacuator, there you go.
It's a lot of fun. It means breaking into ancient buildings within which no man or woman has walked for thousands of years. Apart from whoever it is who leaves all those medical kits, of course.
Pull the lever, Laredo Kronk.
Fiendish traps and puzzles, and eventually
I mean, she has to.
Priceless
That's how she gets through most of
and
the
you
rooms.
sell the treasure?
Goodness,
You
no.
trail the
I'm
treasure.
far too well-bred for that. I bring it here, and have to watch as they slam it into a vault that nobody will look in.
A vault?
Forget I said that. Suffice it to say, the Guild of Archaeologists has a priceless collection of artifacts, but no one gets to see them.
Isn't that a waste?
Well, nobody said archaeology was rewarding.
Why do you do it then?
For the excitement, silly, and the fame. Everyone has heard of Laredo Kronk.
I hadn't.
Well, most people have. I was on the front cover of Archaeologists Monthly twice last year.
I don't read it.
Those long words can be so tiresome, can't they?
Plenty of them folks pass in and out all the time, though.
Terry Pratchett, a big fan of Tomb Raider. Then I know he really liked Oblivion.
Really?
And like wrote his own companion mod thing for it.
Wait, for real?
Or like helped someone.
I
Yeah,
never
like
heard of this.
someone made like a companion mod for it. It's like whenever you get stuck, you could just ask this, companion, what to do, and he really liked it. And I'm pretty sure he like wrote one or contributed to this character or something. I can't
Holy
remember
shit.
the details. But
I want to
it's
look
really
into that
cute.
now.
It's like he
Yeah.
really like he was like a gamer. Adorable.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really thought he never sort of struck me as somebody be that into games, but
Yeah. Best Oblivion companion since Hive Man. I can't remember the name. It's like Sophia or something. I can't remember.
I don't remember much about Oblivion other than repeatedly falling off the same high enough wall to train my acrobatics without dying.
Yeah,
That's-
I bounced off it. I didn't play that much of it. Skyrim though. Whew.
See, I was the other way. I think I got more engaged with Oblivion because it was more busted and ridiculous.
Yeah.
I just loved getting to the point where you could jump so well that from standing you could just jump over someone's head.
Yeah, that was very fun.
That
I
was
did
a
make
really
a
good
cat
time.
for that reason.
Yeah. And I also loved making someone whose face was just too broken. Bounce off it was what happens when your acrobatics are high enough.
Oh my god! I remember getting, like when you're playing it first person, and you don't see your character for ages or whatever, and then like I accidentally went into third person and turned around and looked at my character, and they had like vampire fangs, and it was such a fucking horrible jump scare, and I screeched. I went, ah! I was horrified. I was like, what happened?
Just scared yourself with your own player
Oh,
character.
it was terrifying. Pressing like F5 or something. Like, ah!
That's amazing.
Curious.
Anyway, let's ask Lorraine about tomb evacuation.
So, what tomb evacuator do?
Nothing special. I break into places where priceless antiquities have been locked away for centuries, overcome the elaborate and convoluted security systems, defeat my rivals,
Based off of the
and
weird
make away with
meat
the treasure.
version of myself.
Typical day's work, really.
So, you must be pretty rich then.
Oh, I've got absolutely pots of money. Anyway, the whole thing with the tombs and so on is just a hobby. And of course, it's great for making friends.
What? Among fiendish tomb-guarding monsters?
No, I kill all those. I meant people
Burn
are
of
always
me,
asking me
burn
things
of
like,
me.
how do you get to the third ledge in the tomb of
damn it.
Tex-Mex cuisine? What's a walkthrough?
Never heard of it.
People are always asking me for one. I hope it's nothing to do with sex.
My mind just boggled. Sorry. Broken into anywhere interesting, have you?
Well, I knocked over the Grand Temple of Offla several times. Such sillies. Every time they get the Tear of Offla back, I take it. It's getting a bit boring recently. Then there's the Catacombs of Genua.
Wrong
and
about
the
something
Temple
for
of Anu
once.
at Al-Khali. I don't know. It's all a little routine. I'd like to
Probably
do
telling
something
the
new
truth
for a
about
change.
everything.
Ever thought about
It's probably
retiring?
just all
I'd love to, but the
irrelevant
public
from
seem
the
to
things
want
that we
me.
asked him.
You know what? True. That's the main problem. I just muted myself to burp, but nobody can hear me anyway. I like how, in admitting that, you have thus made more people aware of your burp than would have been otherwise.
You mentioned vaults.
I told you to forget I mentioned that.
I take it all the treasure that people find is kept in vaults under the guild.
I shouldn't discuss that with you since you're only a guest.
Worried I'm going to steal something?
Worried? No. I'm certain you're going to steal something.
Oh.
I just don't care.
Why not?
I'm very philosophical about this sort of thing. It's like I said, everything in the guild is stolen. It seems only fitting that someone else should get to steal it back, assuming they can overcome the traps, of course.
Well, I'm still here. I don't think anyone else is, though. Hello, those in the recording. My internet's gone down, so I don't think anyone can hear me right now. It's fine, we'll get there. We'll fix it. Skyhub is apparently reconnecting. If people at home can hear this, this is a bit awkward. Because I can't see their text. Everything's shouting at me. And yet there's no actual pop-ups. Hey. Any minute now. There we go. Okay, my internet died. Purin, the Discord call isn't there yet. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
My internet just
Over?
decided it was dead, so that's a shame.
No.
Yeah.
I should still be.
I think you need to reshare your VTuber because currently you're just a big block on the screen.
I see. I know. I think I am.
Oh. Oh, okay. Hey, there we go.
Hi.
Like nothing went wrong at all. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get that dialogue to play again because I got distracted by the stream going down, so I didn't actually listen to what was being said. I don't think it's actually important, but
thanks for your time.
Just in case.
No problem.
I cannot see the game yet.
Oh, sorry. But I need to re-up that. Yeah, my internet every now and then just likes to decide it's not there anymore. It no longer exists.
Yeah, mine too. It's been rubbish recently.
It's a
we go.
hoot. Usually mine only turns off at like 2 a.m. or like 1, which is annoying for me personally, but doesn't get in the way of the streams. But no. Okay, hopefully everything should be back on track and as it was.
I'm back.
Solar flares.
Apparently so.
Think of all the jokes we missed. Okay.
So,
Ba 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 ba. I think we had all of that. So I think it started. I think my internet crashed just in the middle of the vault bit. Is that right?
I don't remember.
I think we'd gone through all of Tomb Evacuator and hadn't yet.
you mentioned vaults.
I told you to forget I mentioned that.
I take it all the treasure that people find is kept in vaults under the guild.
I shouldn't discuss that with you since you're only a
Come
guest.
in, welcome in.
Worried
How you
I'm
doing?
going to steal something?
Worried? No. I'm certain you're going to steal something. I just don't care.
Why not?
I'm very philosophical about this sort of thing. It's like I said. Everything in the guild is stolen. It seems only fitting that someone else should get to steal it back. Assuming they can overcome the traps, of course.
Okay, I don't think that was particularly necessary. But at least now we've seen it. Apparently there was a big solar flare. Oh man. The sun's out to stop us solving this case.
What are they doing?
You got everything against us. But sorry, that's thrown my brain off. What do we want to talk to Laredo about? Probably the jewel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would there be a Everyone knows the sun's gone out at 9 p.m.
Have you heard of a gold-plated jewel with the words Unquam Paratus inscribed on it?
That's the jewel Two Conkers is looking for, isn't it?
Yes.
He seems to think it's here in Ankh-Morpork.
And you don't?
If there was a valuable antiquity protected by an intricate and ancient security system anywhere in Ankh-Morpork, I'm sure I would have already found it.
Okay. So you're not convinced this jewel is here. We're looking for the crates.
I understand the Varberg crates were brought here.
Really? Whatever gave you that impression?
You've not heard of them?
If the Varberg crates were stored safely in the vaults beneath the guild, behind many intricate and cleverly designed traps and pitfalls, I certainly
She
wouldn't
really
tell
does
you.
just
I get
love
the
bringing up
impression
the
that you
joke of,
really
hey,
want
I
me
come
to
from a
try
game
and
series about
break
getting
in.
past traps and
What's the point
pitfalls.
in my sitting down and designing a security system if no one is going to try and overcome it?
Aren't you
What
worried
if
I
someone
might
missed the
succeed?
first reference?
No.
You're right, we better get it another 17 times for safety. Put it in every other line that she says.
What can you tell me about a golden sword?
Huh. You'll have to be more specific than that. Golden swords aren't that uncommon, you know. I must have evacuated about 30 in my career, and that's not including the golden daggers, golden lances, and golden kebab skewers.
I'm sorry.
The ancients seemed to think that gold was the best material to build everything out of, and I mean everything. The ziggurats of Tizuma had golden cutlery, golden swimming pools, golden bed sheets, and golden chamber pots.
Really?
Well, not anymore because I stole it all. But for a while it was very impressive.
Ah, museums.
Or filling her boots.
Oh, she might know about the code if Ilsa thinks that's a
Oh yeah.
archaeology guild thing. To be fair, she doesn't do a lot else other than dodging traps and shooting random tigers that are just hanging out.
She
Do you
also
know
fails
Ilsa
to
and Two
dodge traps
Conkers?
a lot.
I understand they're members
She also
of the
loves
guild.
to watch as a giant boulder rolls
Why,
toward
of
her and then
course.
just sort of
I
jump
have a lot of
upwards
respect
over
for
and
them.
over again.
Of course. They do all that boring excavation work, which isn't really
Jump
my
into
thing.
the wall and go,
Still,
"Oof."
someone has to do the boring stuff, I guess. Not everyone can lead an exciting,
Whenever she needs to
action-packed
slightly
life
shift her
like me.
position, she has to fully turn around, take 3 steps backwards.
Classic Lara.
Laredo, I think
Does
he means. He was Lara.
3712V mean anything to you?
Absolutely.
Care to tell me what it means?
No, but I promise that the answer is here somewhere in the guild.
Why do I not
Laredo.
like the way you say it?
Laredo!
Probably because you have a strong survival instinct.
I don't understand.
You will sooner or later. Mark my words.
Well, that didn't help us at all. Not sure why we still have Azil listed as a thing,
Yeah.
considering we know it was just that upside down.
Can we ask her
Does
about
three-
it?
Let's give it a go.
You mark.
Does Azil mean anything to you?
The mad Ascari of the Great Neff. Ah, yes. I think I raided his tomb a couple of years ago. Didn't get much, frankly, but what I have is down in the vaults.
The vaults?
Damn. Anyone would think I was trying to encourage you to break into the vaults beneath the guild, where centuries of priceless treasures have accumulated.
It's all protected by a hideously complex and brutal security system, isn't it?
Hey, you're pretty sharp for a guest. Yes, I designed it myself. You'll like the sawtoothed doors.
Okay. Let's see if we can find these vaults, I guess?
Yes.
She might know about the coin?
Does this mean anything to you?
I'd say it was either a Sortian or a Sortese coin. Not especially valuable.
What's the difference?
Between Sortian and Sortese, about 2,000 yards. Sort was a city, the site of the famous Sortian Wars. And Sorta is a village, the site of the famous Sortian Wars tourist trade. Where did you get it?
It's not important.
You stole it, didn't you?
No.
Oh, come on, I can see it in your eyes. Don't worry, I'm proud of you.
We didn't
The disc
steal it. We
needs more
extorted
tomb
it off someone who
evacuators.
stole it.
We're really not that common.
There's
And there
a
seems
big
to be a
difference.
never-ending supply of tombs, catacombs, pyramids, ziggurats, burial chambers, wrecks, caves, lost cities, temples, mines, crypts, mazes, barrows, castles, forts, vaults, swamps, chasms, labyrinths, mountains, mausoleums, tunnels, and dungeons to raid.
Ooh, do you reckon we can go raid the mausoleum?
And trolls
Actually, we
and
already did,
dragons.
didn't we?
You'll get the hang of it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
On reflection.
I wasn't about...
Yeah, fair enough.
Do you think the charm, maybe?
Maybe.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like some kind of charm bracelet from Uberwald. Might have some value, but it's obviously not very old. There are far more interesting artifacts out there if you're interested, and just a little foolhardy.
Just a little foolhardy?
I mean, if you're prepared to spend your typical day dodging poison
Wrong,
darts, falling weights, pit traps and mechanical spears.
I had a feeling that the envelope wasn't some...
The empty envelope. The
It's too
secret empty
important.
envelope.
It's a big secret empty envelope. Come on.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Bookcase.
Bookcase.
Is it a secret puller book?
Is it gonna turn the wall?
You mustn't touch that.
Ah, come on.
Honestly, you're like a little child. Leave it
Do it
alone.
3 times.
Honestly, you're like a little child.
VTuber. Oh, that's a good shout, actually. I'll change that. Maybe. Probably won't. The fireplace, I guess? I mean, it's clearly the hinged book.
Leave that alone.
What if we use the crowbar on it?
On the book?
On Lara. And then maybe the book.
What? This lady?
Does this mean anything to you?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know anything about that.
That's odd. Nope. Oh no, Jenny. It's funny, there are only 14 mood games by the time this one's released. That's fine. What were you... It doesn't show me what you were sharing a link about. It got flared! Okay, so now we have to get rid of her. Oh, cool. Thank you, Ravane. Thank you for catching that. Yes!
This book here.
This one.
Oh.
Not interactable, unfortunately. So... I mean, I guess we have to get rid of her somehow. But I'm not sure how we'd do that.
Can you interact with the fireplace?
No, she
I'm
just
back.
said, don't go
Apparently
near
so.
that. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Maybe she might know something about Horst. He's a treasure hunter.
Oh.
Allegedly. Where is Horst?
He also loves to steal.
It's true.
Do you know a troll by the name of Horse?
Jasper Horst. Yes, I know him. Horst and I go way back. And I don't mean that in a good way.
How do you know Horst?
You could say that he and I are rivals. We have this uncanny habit of turning up in the same place, same time, looking for the same archaic treasure.
You sound bitter.
Well, I always win, of course. But that doesn't mean I don't resent his interference.
Must keep your life interesting, though.
Perhaps. I could stand a little less excitement in my life, though.
Do you reckon Horst is the one who keeps saying, "You shooting at me? You shooting at me?"
Horse on a skateboard.
I wasn't about to ask Laredo about herself.
Why? I wasn't about to talk to this person about themselves.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Let's maybe try talking to Horst about her.
Okay, yeah.
It feels tenuous, but I don't know how many more leads we've actually gotten off the back of that.
I trust you have brought something with you that will be to my liking.
Gossip time, gossip
I
time.
haven't brought you the sword yet, if that's what you mean.
I'm a patient troll, sir, but there are limits to my patience.
A woman named Laredo Crunk is in town. It seems to me that you might know her.
Laredo is here in Ankh-Morpork? Really? I thought that we had dealt with her in the temples of Tezuman. She is full of surprises, that one. Would you do me a favor, sir, as one friend to another?
Perhaps.
Would I do what now?
It depends on the favor.
But of course, your prudence continues to speak well of you. I'd like for you to arrange a meeting with Laredo for me.
It seems as if
I
I'd
know
be
last
doing
time
you
we were
a
part of an
favor.
arranged meeting, it went
seems
very
as
badly.
if I should be getting something in return.
Very well. Arrange this meeting for me, and we can discuss the sword in detail. Do we have an agreement?
Nice.
Works for me. I'll go give her the news. I can't guarantee she'll turn up, though.
Oh, she'll come. We
He's
have
guarding
much to
a
discuss.
Not for long.
I'll be back to continue our conversation.
And hopefully to seal our deal, sir. I look forward to it. I like a man who knows how to use a doorknob.
Arrange a meeting with her on top of this differently painted part of the floor over there. The part of the floor that's on an animation cell.
We need to find something to feed the dog.
You're right. That's our real next priority, is find
I'm back.
a big slab of meat.
Apparently so.
Maybe a biscuit.
I've got a message for you from Horst.
Horst is in Ankh-Morpork.
Absolutely.
Ankh-Morpork.
He wants to meet with you to discuss certain matters arising.
Super.
I have to say that it's probably a trap.
Of course a trap. That's what makes it interesting. I'll see you later, Luton.
Best of luck.
You too.
Laredo made her way over to Horst's quarters and didn't look back. I had no idea what the two had to talk about, but I was sure it would lead to a new and exciting adventure, one even more complex and challenging than her last. For the time being at least, Laredo was out of the way.
Hooray!
Hooray! She just loves traps. Okay, now we can activate this very obvious...
I heard a faint click, and the next thing I knew, the fireplace was revolving.
Whoa. Who'd have seen that one coming?
I won't bore you with the details of the guild's security system.
Show up.
After all, if you've seen one intricate and fatal collection of pits and traps, you've pretty much seen them all. Suffice to say, it took a lot of trial and error, some scorched eyebrows, and more levers than I could count.
You know what? I'm not going to be too sad about the game cheating us out of several puzzles there. Because I get the horrible feeling it may well have turned out like the Broken Sword Collector's Edition, the horrible slide puzzle.
Oh my god.
Don't need that shit. You don't have eyebrows, Luton. Not anymore.
Or an
I
actual
wasn't about
jumping
to steal
puzzle.
the security notice.
Oh, come on, why not?
Up on the wall of Vault 51 was a sign reading, Unseen Securities, Magical Alarms, Wards, and Hexes. I guess a place like this needed the best security around.
Well, we know who probably has something to do with that. Whoop. Hang on.
There was a panel by the oak door with runes on it.
jab at them randomly. I'm sure this will end
I
fine.
punched away at the runes randomly, but as far as I could tell, nothing happened.
Okay.
Okay.
This wasn't turning out to be one of my better days.
What?
I remember that scene. It's magical security. Got turned into a frog.
Why are we not a frog anymore?
Maybe the security's not that in depth. It's like, okay, surely they'll have learned their lesson after being a frog for 5 minutes. Although if you were turned into a frog
on the other side of the thing.
I was gonna say, couldn't you just, if you were a frog, you could sneak through a lot more easily.
Yeah. Silly wizard.
They didn't think it through. Okay, well, I bet you this means we can now give the charm to Warb, who will tell us how to get past that. I bet you. The door is covered in frog repellent. Finally, Warb has a use.
Ugly charm.
Can we talk, or do I have to...
I don't want to talk, Will. Sorry. Sorry if I keep getting your hopes up that we might want to have a conversation with you.
Luton.
Luton. Crowbar to the head.
Tempting. I think this charm bracelet is worth something to you.
Really?
The charms are carved from serendipitous redwood. It's a genuine luck bringer.
Where did you get it? And if it's so lucky, why do you want to give it to me?
It used to belong to Reagan, and I'm not going to give it to you, but I might trade it to you.
Reagan? The dwarf, yeah. I remember seeing him wear it at the tables. Do you think that was why he always won?
I'm no expert, but anything's possible.
You're right. I'm interested. What do you want for it?
What have you got?
I haven't got any money. Actually, I don't think I've got anything of any value to offer at all.
I guess we'll just have to think of something.
Haggling.
I have an idea of what you can trade me for the bracelet.
Go on.
You work for Unseen Securities, right?
Yeah.
Well, I need to get into Vault 51 under the Guild
Brought
of
him a lot of luck.
Archaeologists.
That's why I fished him out of the river.
No, that's a bad idea. I could get into serious
It's
trouble.
a brilliant idea.
Face it, Warb, your life's a mess. You've got nothing to lose. But if this charm bracelet is as good as it seems, it could make a world of difference.
Yes, this doesn't sound like a scam at all.
If they traced a break-in back to me, my life wouldn't be worth living.
In the first place, no one is going to know I broke in. And in the second place, there's no reason they need to trace it back to you. And in the third, your life is already not worth living. What difference is this going to make?
Devastating.
Maybe you're right. All right, I'll do it.
How do I switch off the security system for Vault 51?
I don't know what their watchword is, but all the unseen security systems have a back passage.
What's that?
It's a way to switch them off that only we know about.
What is it?
You'll have to find the rune panel.
What's it look like?
It's a small panel with runes marked on it. You touch the right runes.
The rune panel is a panel of runes.
Okay. What's the sequence for the back passage?
Give me the bracelet first.
Here you are. Now, what's the sequence for the back passage?
Whatever the runes are on the panel, make an X, starting in the top left and finishing in the bottom left. That's the back passage.
A pleasure doing business with you, Warb.
You won't tell anyone about this, will you?
Don't worry. I'm feeling honorable today.
Okay.
An X.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the shape of the actual force field as well?
You know, in case they need an extra mnemonic device to remember it. It's like, oh, what shape do I make again? They just look over to the vault and it's like, oh, that's right. Okay. Now we're cooking. Guild of Archaeologists. The dog's still there. Who's a good boy? Just a little fella. Cooking with crime. Okay.
Cat crime.
Cat crime. Luton definitely didn't make an X there. Just saying.
Just as Warb had told me, I made an X on the control panel. I just hoped he was telling the truth.
Why would he lie?
I mean, he already had the bracelet by that point.
Yeah, oh, I guess.
In any case, he didn't lie. Hooray! Oh, no.
Vault 51. I couldn't deny it. It made a big impression on me. Not quite as big an impression as some of the traps on the way would have done, but at least the impression it was making wasn't
Same
fatal.
bat sound effect we've had throughout the game. Oh, it's that one movie. I can't begin to imagine which one you mean. Illinois James. Got the impression that it was big.
I couldn't. Perhaps even that.
Sorry, let me get that one again.
Vault 51 was filled with crates and displays of all shapes and sizes. I couldn't even begin to guess what treasures were lost in its cavernous interior. Perhaps even that pen I lost the other week. The crates were labeled with some kind of 4-digit reference number, and there did seem to be some sort of a pattern as to how they were organized.
Well, I think we've got the solution to this one. Thanks to our good friend Ilsa. Here we go.
Someone needs to oil that bat.
That bat is squeaking in all the wrong ways.
I worked my way around the vault
Luton,
towards
what was
Exhibit
that?
3712V.
Just walked all the way around the room and then back to where he was. Also, cursed Luton face. Oh.
Oh my god.
What is going on?
The glass cabinet contained urns from Zorta and was labeled 3711 to 3713V. It was one of the most boring things I've ever seen. The fat urn was clearly a very ancient piece of pottery. It looked very boring indeed. The tall urn was probably a priceless antiquity, but I really didn't care. The small urn was as boring as the other two urns.
Cool. So why are we looking at this?
The glass cabinet.
No.
There wasn't much I could do to the cabinet with my bare
Smash
hands.
Smash it, smash it, smash it.
Great idea. Shame it won't work unless you're a play tester or you hacked the game.
What? Why not?
Fuck off.
Great idea. Shame it won't work unless you're a play tester or you've hacked.
Screw you, Luton. Use the crowbar to break the fourth wall.
The troll's tooth scored through the cabinet's glass like an accountant through a rich man's wallet.
Blech. Didn't like that sound. Hack the game.
I
Hack the game.
the tall urn into tiny pieces. And inside was the golden sword. Finally, this
Hooray! Finally.
Hiya.
the artifact that Carlotta, Horst, and who knows how many other people were looking for. Frankly, it was a bit of an anticlimax. I expected
And that
it to at
solves
least
all of our
glow a little,
cases.
or perhaps sing to itself quietly, or hum with the stolen souls of 1,000 men. But it just felt cold and hard in my hand, like any other sword. Suddenly it came over me that everything would go wrong. It sounds crazy, but it's true, so help me. I couldn't hear my footsteps. It was the walk of a dead man.
That's probably fine. That sounds alright. There's plenty of dead men walking around Ankh-Morpork.
There are.
So, we have the sword.
Yeah.
Who do we take it to?
So what? Horst wants it.
Horst wants it. Carlotta wants it, I think, and was after Mundy, who had it. Well, let's see what our options are, I guess, because Carlotta may not even be around.
Yeah.
When I made it out of the guild alive, I thought I was home free, but there was something wrong. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew I was in danger. I'm not a suspicious man, but I am a cautious man. I decided then and there to start running and not look back until my office door was safely locked behind me. But something else had plans for me not to make it that far.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, oh no,
Fairies.
The opening cutscene.
The opening confusing cutscene.
Now we know about that sword that we dropped. Ah yes, your office, the one place no one will look for you.
How the fuck is Luton so agile?
I mean, to be fair, we already know he's agile enough to climb a building with a grappling rope.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no, Luton! Rip.
Moided.
We get some Fs in chat for our good buddy Luton.
I don't know
He'll be
when I
missed by
first
no
began
one.
to suspect that I wasn't dead. I guess it must have been when I realized I was thinking about whether or not I was dead. The anthropomorphic entity with the scythe hadn't turned up, so I figured I was either alive or undead. And it didn't take me long to work out which.
We're a werewolf.
We're a werewolf!
I wandered through the streets in a daze, not really knowing what was going on. At first, I couldn't make out any colors. Then gradually the city came alive with vast clouds of pigmentation. Against it all, there was an ever-present mist of bright green, cloying and unpleasant. There was a dissonance about it that I couldn't place, until I realized I was smelling the rank odor of the River Ankh. I was smelling the world in a way I wouldn't have thought possible. Every smell fascinated me. The resonant scents combined into a symphony. Every street was an opera, every lamppost an invitation. I don't know how long I wandered the streets. It's hard to tell which way is up when your world has been turned upside down. I ended up back where I started because I didn't know what else to do. Plus, my coat was in the coffin, and Ankh-Morpork is a bad neighborhood to be caught naked in.
Please insert CD too. Just as, okay, it looks like it's handling that for me, which is helpful, because I was very worried for a second, and I was like,
Woof,
I don't know
woof.
how to do that.
I haven't got anything to eat, if that's what you want.
Woof, woof, woof.
Woof,
I haven't got any idea what's going on either.
Gotta be Gaspard.
Woof, bloody woof.
Woof, bloody woof.
Hey,
That's pretty sharp. Most people don't catch on to that.
what did you say?
Woof, woof.
You can talk, can't you? I mean, really talk.
Nothing gets past you, does it?
How did you do that?
Well, I can sort of talk.
Nonsense. If there was a talking dog in Ankh-Morpork, I'd have heard about it.
Well, the thing is,
Oh,
most
Gaspard.
people don't seem to notice it.
Yeah,
Sweet boy.
right. Like you wouldn't notice a talking dog.
Seems like people only see what they expect to see.
How philosophical of you.
I just calls them as I see them.
So how come I can tell you can talk?
I don't claim to understand it. I just do it.
Do you know what's happened to me?
I'm guessing you didn't know you were a werewolf till you woke up this morning.
I'm a werewolf. That explains what's happening to me. I thought somebody slipped something into my embalming fluid.
First order of business is to train you up then.
Hold it right there. I don't need your help.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
We'll give you a
Yeah, you
tutorial
do.
now.
Look at yourself. What's your name?
Luton. I'm a private investigator.
How
Well,
many hours
I
into the
was.
game?
Then I
Our
was dead.
second tutorial.
Then I was, well,
Hey, when you become a werewolf for the first time,
suppose.
you need to get
I
a
guess
tutorial.
I spoke too soon. Maybe I do need
Angua.
your help. What's your name?
Angua, yeah.
Gaspode the Wonder Dog.
The Wonder Dog?
Hey, don't knock the name. I was named after the famous Gaspode.
Never heard of him.
Most people haven't. He belonged to an old
Yeah.
man in Ark many years ago. When the old man died and was buried, Gaspode lay down on his grave and howled for a couple of weeks, growling at anyone who came near. Then he died.
And
Well,
they
like a
called him the Wonder
tutorial.
Dog because he was such a paragon of dog
Good.
faithfulness and loyalty.
Until they discovered that his tail had been trapped under the stone.
How do you think I became a werewolf?
Well, presumably you got bit by a werewolf.
Bitten.
Right. Lesson 1. Don't correct me grammar. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, once
It's a
I've
dog, you
trained
gotta give him some
I
slack.
suggest that the first thing you do is try and work out how you got infected.
Infected?
With lycanthropy. It's the blood disease that werewolves have.
Well,
now,
Is it
since you don't have any cubhood memories of
Carlotta
romping with
knocked
your
him
pack,
and then there was
I reckon
blood
it's a
dripping
safe
down
bet
his
that
face?
you got infected
Nah, I
So
don't think it's
someone
anything to
I
do with that.
know is a werewolf.
Give the wolf a cigar.
Couldn't be.
So can I change?
Must have
between
been all
being
those
a
other
wolf
times
and
you
a
got
man
bitten
at
by
will?
strangers.
Sort of. There's a certain way the change works.
The change?
There's two things you've got to learn about being a werewolf. The nose and the change.
The nose?
Yeah, the nose. Werewolves have a unique perception of the world, a different point of smell.
I've noticed that. I can see scents as colors, and they have a certain feel about them, too.
Those colours are unique. Each smell has its own signature colour. So you can tell whether or not someone has been somewhere by whether or not you can see their scent there.
Even as a man?
No, only when you're a wolf.
And how do I switch between forms?
That's what the change is all about. It's a skill you've got to learn how to do. Now, you've already used it to turn into a wolf. Soon, you'll be able to change whenever you wanna.
How did I change this time if I didn't know how?
That's the other thing about the change. You have to change at the full moon. I guess that's what brought this on in the first place. Other times, it's voluntary.
So can I change now?
Give it a try.
At first I didn't know what to do, but Gaspode talked me through it.
Oh my god. I'm
Then
guessing you
when I
just
could
clicked
see
that
the world
big
in all
werewolf
its
button.
psychedelic glory,
To turn into a
Gaspode
werewolf,
started
click
teaching
the
me
giant
about
werewolf
nose.
face.
Look around. Tell me what you see. As a wolf.
The fucking Luton
There's a lot
face
of
in the
colours.
corner as well.
Phew. I can see how you became a private investigator. You get a lot more information
looks
about
so smug.
scents with your werewolf senses.
He does, right? So self-satisfied.
As colours.
I can see a mist of bright green surrounding everything. And there's something that looks like a long stream of purplish red cloud with some tiny fluorescent greenish yellow purple specks in it. Also, there's a ground fog of some kind of unpleasant blue.
Well,
I don't know why they felt the need to make
bright
this
green
green
is
jiggle
the
all
stench
the
of the
time.
river Ark. No
Yeah.
mistake in that. That long stream of clouds
I'm looking
sounds
away.
like the scent of someone having gone through the cemetery recently. Does it smell like a privy carpet?
No, it smells like Carlotta, but with less treble.
Well, it wasn't me then. I guess I'm the ground fog of unpleasant blue.
Who was it?
I don't know who it was, but it was someone.
I can't see my own scent.
Well, that's normal. You're so used to being around it that it's invisible to you. And that's handy for me, what with my stench and all.
So I can
What
follow
was
the
that laugh?
purplish scent to find this person.
I
If
think
you
it
want,
was
and assuming you
a
don't
dog
lose the
pant
trail,
laugh.
other smells eventually drown scents out, especially out on the streets.
What about the coruscating dots?
What's it like?
It's like flashing green, yellow, purple.
Is it like mature mould with an earthy echo?
No.
It's not you then? Dunno what it is. See where else you find it and you might be able to work out what it is.
According to Gaspode, I could learn a lot from comparing different scents. I figured that could come in handy in my line of work. Assuming I could change back to being human, that is. I gave it my best shot.
By clicking on the weird little icon of my face.
Nicely done.
I learned from a master.
Right.
I wonder if that piece of paper on the floor has a scent on it.
What?
But as of the full moon, you're
Impossible.
lampposts with the
Paper
rest of us.
doesn't smell of things. Yes, the werewolf sections are in first person. And it's kind of weird. I remember really quite liking this mechanic. I think it's a cute idea.
Yeah. That's shaky.
We'll see. Yeah, the shaking is not necessary. You can do it, Luton. You can get there. Good job, buddy. Woof. Bloody woof.
There's a letter at my graveside.
Who's it from?
Ilsa.
Who's Ilsa?
An old flame of mine from the good old days.
How old?
Old enough to be good.
What does it say?
It appears to be a love letter.
Dear Luton, I'm writing this letter even though I know I will never have the courage to give it to you. I have to leave Ankh-Morpork. I can't tell you why. I wish I could. These last few days have meant the world to me, but I haven't the strength to tell you to your face that I can never be yours. I am married to an Agatean man named Tukonkas.
I mean, yeah, we know that.
And I thought I would never see him again. He was dead to me, and my life
unless
was
this
empty.
is what she wrote
Please
ages back.
believe me.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
meant to hurt you. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. I will always look back on the Hotel Pseudopolis fondly.
You all right?
Sure. This is just one of those big emotional scenes like in the Clickies.
I suppose a bone is out of the question. Maybe a dog biscuit? Wag, wag?
Wag, wag. Gaspode gets biscuit. We don't have any biscuits, sadly. Let's look at our own grave.
I decided against crawling back into my grave.
Ah, come on, just a few more minutes.
My own grave. How depressing.
Yeah. For turning into a wolf.
I like that it has the note.
Ah, the famous stench of the river Ankh, so beloved by the citizens of Ankh-Morpork.
Just hit the snooze button on resurrection, exactly. So let's see if I remember how this works.
Where's the note? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can just...
The smell of Gaspode the Wonder Dog, not unlike that of a privy carpet.
So, oh, okay. So, yeah, you get a little inventory of smells, and if you've identified them, it tells you what they are. And if you haven't, it just shows you the color. And as you... That's an unusual phrase for me to allow in, but in this context, I'll allow it. Yeah, as you go around, you start to find these scents on multiple locations, and you can start to compare them and try and figure out what they are. Can we merge these together? No.
Are they just... Oh, so fuchsia and magenta.
Yeah, fuchsia and magenta, two extremely different colors for our tutorial, you know. We've got four colors to start with. Two of them have to be nigh identical.
Could we not pick up that note? No?
He put it back down immediately. I don't know. We'll give it another go, but...
The flashback was bad enough the first time. I wasn't going to read the letter again.
News of woman. Okay, so... I think if we...
I followed
there
the
we go.
magenta scent.
You can
with a
follow the
certain
trails
sense
around
of grim
and see where
inevitability.
someone has
I
gone to.
already knew where it would lead.
Oh no!
What the?
Another murder.
Oh, this is our murder.
Having a
think.
chalk outline outside
Oh,
just
shit.
didn't put
Get
people
it.
in the mood to gamble. It was probably the only time in my life I'd had an effect on high society.
Macenta. It's moss? We just got some moss now. That's exciting.
Some moss found where I was murdered.
Delicious moss.
Mm-mm.
A tasty snack for later.
A tasty... yeah, full of nutrition. Eat your greens. Leighton, I want to turn into a wolf again. Work with me here, bud. So, dark green
The
blob.
green scent smelled like vegetation.
So that's the moss, presumably. Is this how we...
The dark green scent was clearly vegetable in origin. The green...
Yeah, cool, okay.
The scent was too faint to remember.
Oh, okay, so we can't try that. Okay, so we now know that the purple belongs to whoever killed us.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever that might be. Let's keep following it then. Maybe. No? Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes! Oh.
I followed my murderer's trail back to the Temple of Small Gods.
Well, hi there, Mooncalf.
This was the other side of the window behind Mooncalf. I was on the other side of a stained glass window with some kind of angel on it.
Hi, Mooncalf.
I could see that someone was on the other side of the window.
Let's
I was
scare him.
confident the silhouette belonged to Mooncalf.
Boogity boogity. Okay. Can we do anything with that? We just smash the window.
I wasn't about to start
Ah.
smashing windows, even though I wanted to.
Come on, man.
Can we look at the smells?
Ah. Hang on.
This was the other...
Yes, I know.
I'd lost the trail. I couldn't tell where it went from here.
I mean... We've got one idea. Okay. So we can
This was
go up to the window. Then we can't
I could
access
see...
anything, I don't think.
Mm.
Unless...
What?
No. Doesn't seem like I can do anything.
Maybe we could ask Mooncalf if they saw something. Maybe that's what it's trying to tell us.
Maybe, yeah. Let's give that a go.
But like, you know,
Double-check this
stained
now.
glass window, you can't really see through those
No.
very well.
But if the person was around quite recently, let's go talk to him. And if not, we'll eat him.
Yay!
Tasty treat. Hey, Malaclips. How you doing, bud?
Best friend.
I'm a werewolf now. Ain't that crazy? What do your prophecies say about that?
Pretty erratic, hey.
I have some more questions.
Ask them, if you must.
No.
Did your church...
We are not...
No, we've already done that one, and it's a long conversation that goes nowhere.
I...
Oh my god. Yeah. I guess if we ask him about... What would we even ask him about? Do we have a little thing for our murder?
Can we become a werewolf in here? Right in front of him.
Let's find out.
Well,
Hey, bud, check this out.
be like,
I
you
didn't want to
recognize this
transform
smell?
in such an exposed area.
Yeah, I figured that would be the case.
Sniff this. Okay, well, I don't know.
I have some...
Look
Did
at
you...
look at the window again.
Stop.
It...
I might see if he knows anything
Do
about
you
the moss.
recognize this moss?
I prefer to involve myself with more spiritual
No,
matters.
okay. It was a long shot, but...
Fine.
Well, I'll be on my way.
I'll be here should you choose to repent. Did I tell you that we...
Behind Mooncalf was a beautiful stained glass window depicting Morphine, the angel of dreams, passing the recipe for the Discworld's first pizza to a mortal.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know why it was asking us to look at the window then.
No, not a clue. Okay.
Can we...
In the absence of progress on that, maybe we should go ask Carlotta about the fact that we're a fucking werewolf now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like, hey, real quick, please explain.
Got like a werewolf, like, window in the house and everything.
They do.
Luton's not a good detective.
Oh, it is you, sir.
It
I'm
is.
just as thrilled. Who would Sir like to see this time?
Please tell me Carlotta's here.
I'd like to see Carlotta. Is she home?
I will go and check.
No. It's giving us the option to walk around again.
I'll say this for the von Oberwalds. They had class. There weren't many homes in Ankh-Morpork with a window that could take your
You said
breath
Ankh-Morpork
away.
really weirdly
Well,
there.
maybe in Unseen University. But I'd heard that they had windows there that could literally take your breath away.
No, I think this is going back to the Count, isn't it?
The
Wait,
Count's
yeah,
health
it is.
was getting worse.
Oh, no.
He wasn't making much sense.
Is that you? I knew you'd come for me sooner or later. Is it time? Is it time already? It's been such a long time, hasn't it? We've had fun together, haven't we? Soon enough.
Count?
Soon enough, my dear. Soon enough.
Count? It's Luton.
He cannot hear you.
Oh.
Why not?
It's almost his time.
I've seen some scary
That's an
things
interesting
in
looking
my
skull.
time. I've seen men driven mad by money or women.
Hi, Dad.
I've seen wars where neither side has known what they were fighting over. I've seen Nobby getting out of the shower, and believe me, that was no picnic.
Oh,
I
my
didn't really
word.
discover what terror was until I found myself talking to a 7-foot-high skeleton with a scythe. Your death!
Am I?
What?
You know, I wondered why I was carrying the scythe around.
Am I?
Are you what? A selfish, bitter man who has yet to squander his one last chance
That's
at
the best
redemption.
character. I am so happy.
Am I dead?
No. It's not your time.
I thought you might have missed me the other day when I was stabbed and you've only just got around to me.
I'm famously punctual.
So why are you here?
I've come out for the Count, so to speak.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I was hoping to ask him a few questions.
You seem remarkably calm for one
Just a
who's
wall
just
of
seen the
dialogue.
defeater of empires, the swallower of oceans, the thief of years, the ultimate reality, the harvester of mankind, and the assassin against whom no lock will hold. That's me, in case you have trouble with long sentences.
It's been that kind of week. How long has he got?
That depends on you.
On me? I thought our time was allocated by the fates.
It is true that fate is the ultimate master of life and death. But even fate takes a back seat to the laws of narrative causality.
I don't understand.
Really? Who said you were supposed to?
You might give me a clue.
Let's just say that the actions of one person may change the way the whole story is told.
I don't understand.
Don't worry. It'll all become clear to you at the end.
Ominous.
I see.
How come you're
Yes,
here?
I definitely
I came
understand.
on my horse.
What is it? A skeletal horse whose hooves spark with flames with each step?
No. Just my horse. I call him Binky.
Binky.
And he's not a skeleton?
He happens to be very well fed and looked after, thank you very much.
I love death so much.
I still don't understand why you're here.
Great.
I mean, you're death. Shouldn't you be everywhere?
I am everywhere.
But you're here.
Yes. As well.
Yeah. Here is part of
Don't
everywhere.
try to work it out. Even I don't fully understand it. It involves really complicated numbers.
You turn up like this for everyone?
Generally, I'm only expected to make an actual appearance on special occasions.
And this is a special occasion?
Not yet. I've arrived ahead
Meanwhile,
of
the
time.
Count, not having a great
But
time.
there's going to be a lot of business in Ankh-Morpork soon. So it doesn't hurt for me to get here a little early.
You wouldn't care to tell me more about this, I suppose?
The immediate future is not a matter on which I propose to enlighten you. No.
Well,
No, I wanted to...
goodbye. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, you can be certain of it.
I wanted to talk to death.
Incidentally, I rather like your hard-boiled monologues.
You do?
Oh, yes. And of course, the way you can actually think out of the corner of your mouth, very impressive.
I didn't know I was doing it.
Oh, yes. Take that, you doity rat. Wonderful stuff. Very entertaining. You know, sometimes I've wondered if I should take the scythe around. You know, violin case.
Yes, absolutely.
It would certainly add to the atmosphere of menace and uncertainty.
Really?
Of course, I don't play the violin. And I can't talk out of the corners of my mouth. It's a great shame.
Aww. What the hell?
Hey,
we didn't
sorry.
even get to
Who
talk
would
to the
say I
Count.
want to see this time?
Like to go see the Count again?
Can I see the...
I am not in a position to know how good your vision is.
Oh
but you
my
may
God.
see the Count, which I believe is what Sir actually meant in Sir's untutored way.
Luton quick, turn into a werewolf and
Still
tear
here,
his
I
throat
see.
out.
In a sense.
Get it all over his precious floors.
How come
Okay.
you're...
Just skip through the bit of dialogue we already did.
You...
Very carefully click on the bit that continues the conversation this time.
How come I can see you? Is it something to do with me being a werewolf?
In a sense. It has much more to do with certain other matters.
It's because you're the protagonist.
Such as?
Ordinarily, I am only perceived by those who are about to die.
So you are invisible? Oh, that must be useful.
I'm not invisible, as such. People just can't see me. They won't allow themselves to do it. Until it's time, of course. Wizards can see me, and cats. Odd, really, but there you go.
But I can see you.
Indeed.
Are we a cat?
People in a state
We're definitely
of
not awake.
heightened
Like a dog.
awareness sometimes stop seeing what they expect to see and start seeing what is really there.
Like with Gaspode.
Frankly, I think your seeing me has more to do with your quest for the golden sword.
Oh yeah,
You know
forgot about that.
I've been around.
We should probably find out
I
where that's
hear
gone.
things.
Yeah.
Why should the
You
sword be a factor?
stabbed us with it.
Well, it's more to do with narrative causality, as I said.
It's not really a quest. I mean, I'm just investigating a few murders.
Believe me, I know. I was there.
You mentioned narrative causality before.
Did I? I must be becoming careless.
Why? Aren't you allowed to discuss it?
It's not exactly against the rules. But it might ruin it if I told you.
Ruin what?
The story.
Death has access
Fair
to the
enough.
walkthrough. Do you want to tell us about the counterweight killings?
Do you know anything about the counterweight killings?
Of course.
You were there?
Well,
I mean,
yes.
yeah, bud.
I have to be. But this is very irregular.
Of course. You know about all these murders, don't you? I mean, you're basically an accessory after the fact. Or possibly before the fact.
Young man, I am the fact.
Well, tell me everything you know.
Are you sure? It would take millions of years.
I meant about this case. We could stop anyone else from being killed.
No. Absolutely not. You can't expect me to be a witness in a murder inquiry. I'm going to take the fifth.
The fifth what?
No one ever says what fifth. They just take it. And I'll have the 6th, 7th, and 15th through 23rd, just to be on the safe side.
Don't know if those
So you
exist,
won't
but I'd
tell
be very
me
curious to know what else
lots
he's
of
bleeding.
things. I like to talk to a man who likes to talk.
But you won't tell me anything about the murders.
I will not. Supposing that caught on. You think I want to spend every day in a witness box?
Even though Death said he wouldn't tell me anything, I had a suspicion that I might be able to learn something if I could just trip him up. I'd have to be careful, though. The last thing I wanted was to get Death upset with me. He's not a guy you want as your enemy.
Okay, so we need to trip Death up somehow. Show him the moss. Well, give it a go.
I don't suppose you know anything about mosses.
Moss? Did you say moss? Plants. Yes. Lots of plants here. Can't remember much about them these days. The memory fails. There are books, though. I forget where.
So there are books about plants in the world.
Yes.
Are they in the
The
entrance?
library's apocrypha. All the books are there, you know.
May I use the library?
Eh? What was that, my boy? The library. Ah,
Library.
yes.
Oh my God.
The library's apocrypha. All the books are there, you know.
You know?
You can use it if it will help your inquiries. How go your inquiries?
Well, we've been
Have
murdered.
you heard from
Oh
Reagan?
God.
Oh.
No. Not yet.
This room contains
Oh,
the von
okay, we're here
Uberwald's
now.
Libraris Apocrypha.
Straight to the library.
So will I trust be careful not to damage any of the priceless tomes housed within.
You can
I'll
trust
be
that.
careful.
One would be very upset
Doesn't mean it'll
if
happen,
one
though.
was to return to find Sir Perhaps folding paper animals from a priceless folio edition of the Dictionary of Eye-Watering Words.
What are they?
They are books, sir.
I realize that. What are they about?
The Libraris Apocrypha is a collection of obscurities and rare volumes from across the continent. If knowledge were an animal, the Libraris would be a great dragon. Sir, by the same scale, would be a kebab on an ant's barbecue.
I'll be careful.
Fuck, man. We're just trying to solve some murders. You don't have to treat us like this. We can use the index cards to look up moss, I guess. Because that's apparently something very important for us to do.
Yeah, why is moss a thing
I
suddenly?
don't know.
I found a copy of Orange Crates on the Nature of Plants. The book was a tediously detailed study of the plant kingdom, and one of the most boring things I've ever read. But I found the moss in there. Apparently it was a lycanthrope, a type of animate moss with crude locomotion, found only in the worst sewers in the most decrepit urban areas. Apparently the lycanthrope looked like harmless moss until something to eat walked by. Then they transformed into a deadly lichen and devoured their prey, at least as long as it was small enough. Otherwise, they just clung on for dear life.
Oh my god.
What? Oh, apparently you've got to write that down as well. Okay. Don't worry about it, Ari. That was just... I'm just still baffled that that was apparently important.
The lycanthrope only grew in sewers. I had to find out how to get into the sewers of Ankh-Morpork. Not many people could claim that.
Lycanthrope, yeah. It's ridiculous, but I like it. Well, while we're here, we could look up the golden sword, maybe.
Have you saved in a while, by the way?
Good shout. Let's do that. Let's load a game. Save this game. Oh. There. Now we know what we were doing for next time. Shall we keep going for a bit? Or shall we get started early on the Animal Crossing film?
I am a little bit
cautious.
sleepy, so I don't think I'll be much help with any.
Well, if you're feeling tired and cozy, shall we get ready for a cozier time with some Animal Crossing?
I think that might be for the best.
Sounds like a good shout. Awesome. Well,
We've made so much progress.
We've become a werewolf. That's all we need. We've got 2 conquers to safety. I'll get a link to the Discord for anyone who doesn't currently have it, and we're going to be watching the Animal Crossing movie this evening, which will be lovely and cute. It's a very cute film as far as I remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it. But yeah, if you know Animal Crossing, you know what the vibe's going to be like. Join the Discord anyway. It's full of lovely people, including Perrin, my wonderful guest here today, who I'm going to give another shout out to, even though I'm sure everyone here already follows them because they're the best.
I'm fine. I'm sleepy.
You're a sleepy
I'm going to eat
slime.
cheese and crackers, I think.
Hell yeah. Excellent decision. Until then, so we'll probably be back on Wednesday for more of this. All going well?
Yeah. Izzy, I already had that server suggestion idea. I just haven't implemented it yet.
I haven't seen it. I'll see it eventually, I'm sure. Right, let's see who's around to raid. If there's anyone cool. There better be.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Crab.
Thank you for joining it. It's been a delight as ever. Your model keeps pausing for me. I think that's my
weird.
mistake, though. Ooh, Sleepy is doing a 300 followers celebration stream. How long are they going for? Oh, they're playing Gartic Phone. Nice. Okay, they're still going for like half an hour or so. Let's read Sleepy.
Cool.
Yeah. /read Sleepy Heart. Yeah, so I'll be back on Wednesday with Purin for more Discworld Noir. I'll also probably be back tomorrow solo for something. We'll see. Something's gonna happen. I might do some Stardew. I might not do anything. Maybe I'll just sleep all day. But thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out. It's been a delight. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we're done.